Yo, I said, jealousy, I said, got the whole industry mad at me, I said, then B, I said, born, remind yourself, nobody built like you design yourself. I agree, I said, my one of a kind self, get stoned every day like Jesus did. And he said, I said, have been said before. Just keep doing your thing, boy. Say no more.
It's just too bad you don't know what it is.
Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't tears. Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't tears. It's the truth, y'all. If the sun is gon' hurt, the black man's the king of this earth. The black man did it all first. Analyze, go and do your research. They gave us all they worst and we did it all against it. 10 toes planted and did it all with no mention. Hard to understand it with all the lies and deception. When you can't stand the image of your own reflection. But time is a blessing, healing all the pain. This message in the bottle, yes, this Henny for your brain. Everything that makes you great lies inside of your veins. Won't you place the picture properly inside its frame? Now listen to this game and open up your eyes. The vision is simple, just focus on our lane and ride. They plotting our demise, but still we gon' rise. Focus on our throne, fist up in the sky, do or die. Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't tears. Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't tears.
To the true and living, I let them know. It's hard to separate what's fact from fiction. I know they want. You never knew the truth is hitting. I know they don't. You better never let them kill your vision. Don't let it go. I know the world has got you going crazy. Feelings I caught. Pop a perk and have you feeling wavy. Passing the car. They say your masculinity is toxic. You gotta stop it. You want success, you gotta feminize it. But criminalize it. Find your brother going bust his noggin. And then you vomit when you really look, ain't it ironic? How much we love everybody, but we hate our own. Dumb, deaf, and blinded. All we needin' is the proper knowledge, the proper guidance. We got it. See the brick, give them power, society never gave them. See the rulers in his cause, inside him, it's in his nature. See the black man is called, defying all the odds. All praise to the mighty who raises from the dark.
Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't tears. Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't teared up.
Can't give y'all graph, man. Y'all ain't ready for graph, man. You gotta click the link, man. Click the YouTube link. Y'all just dropped that. That was message to the black man. Brother Q Butter. Dene. Don't know how to say the brother's name and graph, man. So yeah, y'all go check that out, man. Hot music. Hot music, man. Yeah, man, we got a good show to plan for the day. We got the Bill Cosby. We're gonna get into the Bill Cosby conversation today, man. Like for y'all that don't know, damn, I got so many tabs open. But yeah, for y'all that don't know, they let out Bill Cosby today. You know what's crazy about that Bill Cosby being released? I had a panel show Like when Bill Cosby got arrested, right? And I had a long discussion with some people on the panel about Bill Cosby's arrest. And I even fucking got into it with one of the sisters that I was talking to that was on my panel. But yeah, man, let's get into it. I guess I can pull up the article. Let me pull up the article and see, you know, get into why old Bill, why old Wild Bill was released, man. So yeah, let's check into it. Let me share my screen, fam. And we'll get into it. Let's read an article on it. Oh yeah, I dropped the link in the chat, man. If you want to join the conversation, pull up. Y'all know how we do. Pull up and jump on, man. Yeah, we'll talk about Bill and shit. Whatever the people want to talk about. But yeah, definitely want to get into Bill Cosby. I hope my laptop don't die. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's pull this article up. Hold on, let me find another article. I was reading a New York Times article. Family, don't be afraid to hit that like button. Hit that like button, share button, subscribe button. All right, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is from the New York Post. Let me share my screen and let's get it in. So share screen and let's check this article out from the New York Post about Wild Bill, man. And a free Bill, man. 80-something years old. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let's dismiss. They gotta do all of this. So Bill Cosby to walk free after court overturns sex assault conviction. Bill Cosby had his sexual assault conviction thrown out Wednesday in a stunning ruling by Pennsylvania's highest court that found a prosecutor's decades-old agreement should have shielded him from criminal charges. The fallen funny man, 83, is set to walk out. Damn, Bill, 83 years old. Bill Cosby, 83, is set to walk out of a Philadelphia area prison as a free man after serving more than 2 years of a 3 to 10 year sentence. In its 79-page ruling, the Supreme Court found that an agreement with then Montgomery County District Attorney Bruce Castor Jr. prevented Cosby from being charged for allegedly drugging and molesting Andrea Constand in 2004. Damn, Bill was still wilding in 2004. If Bill is 83, what's the math on that shit? Bill was what, in his 60s? In 2004, Bill was still running wild in 2004. Shit. All right, let's read that though. Constant first reported the alleged encounter in 2005 to Castor, who decided not to pursue charges in the case, noting it took her over a year to come forward and saying there were inconsistencies in her case. So Constant sued Bill Cosby in civil court weeks later, and the case was settled for undisclosed sum. Okay, so he paid what he weighed in that case. But as part of the civil case, Castor and Cosby's camp said they made a behind-the-scenes verbal agreement to have the actor give a deposition on Constant's allegation in exchange for Cosby never being criminally charged over there. Old Bill, man. Old Bill. So pretty much he served 2 years out of a 3 to 10 year sentence. Okay, so let's read this. In 2017, Castor's successor, Kevin Steele, opted to file charges against Cosby just days before the 12-year statute of limitations expired. The judge in the case agreed to allow testimony from Cosby's deposition, which included him admitting to using quaaludes during consensual sexual encounters with women in the 1970s to be used against them. The jury deadlocked, but still took another shot at Cosby a year later and landed a conviction. Yeah, I remember that. Damn, so that was in 2018, man. In 2018, they locked old Bill up, man. But now today, he's a free man. He's a free man, man. He is. So Bill is free. I want some people to pull up, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I guess they pretty much saying like, yo, he had agreed, made some deals, and that's the thing about the judicial system, man. People are will flip flop on the judicial system, when it benefits them. So, you know what I mean? One minute we like the judicial system because okay, they got a criminal off the streets, but then they don't let the criminal out because of some verbal agreements behind the scene that was made. And, it gets a little crazy, man. It gets a little crazy, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. What up, God Jacob?
What up, bro? I always say I'm gonna come up here for a minute and end up here.
So yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things need to be. I guess I just start from the beginning, God Jacob. Like I was always wondering, okay, these allegations are coming from the 70s. Some of these people that's putting their names on this list of victims are what we would call ambulance chasers, right? Or people trying to get their 15 minutes of fame.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was saying in the moment, like it's gonna be. I didn't think he was. If I'm honest, I didn't think he was guilty when he was convicted, just because the number. Is that you, Red?
Yep. Red in the
All right,
building.
cool,
Red
cool.
in the
Yeah, and
building.
and I was thinking because just the not only the sheer number of people, it just had a lot, God Jacob. It was the number of people, right? I think the number ended up hitting like 60 something women that accused Bill
Yeah.
Cosby. The shit happened in the 70s. Number two, we don't know what the culture was like in the 70s. We don't know what the party life and the Hollywood life was like in the 70s. And it was just some of the people, like you had Janice Dickinson talking about she was sexually assaulted. So it was just a lot, man. It was just a lot. So like I said, I had got into some huge discussions with the women because I was just like, yeah, I just don't really believe it. So I guess I want to know when he was originally sentenced and convicted in 2018, God of Jacob, what you think he was guilty or not guilty or what?
I think he was not guilty. I think that this situation should have never been in the courts. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at the charges at face value, they really didn't have enough to convict that guy. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Now, whether he did it or not, I don't know. And it's like you said, the climate way back then is we don't know what was going on, man. Some of us wasn't even born, some of us was itty bitty. You get what I'm saying? But based on the evidence that they brought forward, it should have been it shouldn't even been brought to trial. Like the DA should have been like, I ain't got nothing. You get what I'm saying? I ain't even. How can I prosecute this? So there was no DNA evidence. It was nothing really there except a deposition that he gave a long time ago, which was supposed to be sealed like a
Yep.
agreement, and that's what got him pretty much.
Mm-hmm. And that's
You
what
get what I'm
came
saying?
back to bite him. That was also that deposition is also the reason for his release. Because,
Yep.
like I said, it was supposed to be sealed, and he had reached an agreement with the former prosecutor. And then another guy probably was a political move too.
Yeah, but the DA who ran who opened it back up, he ran on I'm gonna get Bill Cosby. So he
Yeah,
had to deliver Bill Cosby up through hell or high water. When you on the campaign trail and you pledging to get Bill and all this, you got to come through. And that's exactly what he did.
yeah, yep. Red, same question, man. In 2018, when Bill was convicted, what side of the argument was you on? Was you on Bill did it or Bill didn't do it, or what was your thoughts, Red?
I didn't think it was real. I think it was staged.
Okay, but explain why
Seemed a
you
bit
why
Holly.
you thinking that?
Janice Dickinson used to do reality
Yeah,
TV shows. I think she did I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And I think she
yeah,
did
yeah. She did
Big
all of
Brother, but
those.
she did it. She did them in UK though. So when the Americans come to the UK to do the reality TV, if they're not big status, you tend to think, right, they're running low on their money, innit? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to accuse people of being liars, but I've just watched her on British reality TV talking to British celebrities. They're rolling their eyes at her, thinking she's just a loud American. She's trying to convince them she's the dog shit and she's the bee's knees and screaming to the camera. She wants her hairbrush and all that. So, you know what I mean? I've seen her as a bit of a character, like a failed actress kind of thing. So when she was coming out, it just didn't really, I didn't take it seriously, to be honest with you. I'm saying.
That's a fact. Me too. Me too. I don't know. She made, and I even think that the other accusers really should have tried to quiet her down or silence her, because she made the other accusers look non-credible. You know what I'm saying? Like when she puts her name on it, everybody's like, "Oh, this is a fucking character." Like, how can we do anything with her putting her face? She was trying to be the face of the shit. So yeah, I thought that lost some credibility with her too. Go ahead,
So
Jay.
my whole thing is after the payoff, after that deposition, because he said he slid her some money. Now, since that agreement was broken, is she required to pay that back? Because all parties had to be in agreement with that. So if it went on, should he get his dough back or what? What you think about that?
Yeah, I think so. Right? That would be sort of like a non-disclosure act, right?
Yeah. You reneged on this agreement.
You cough that money out. Yeah. You cough that. You cough that. If you break that, that's supposed to be binding contractually. So when she break that, when you breach that contract, yeah, you're supposed to pay that money back. That's what I think. But
exactly. And I'm not on that. I'm not trying to take up for Bill per se, but my whole thing is, if you was really violated like that, if you was so devastated and hurt, ain't no amount of money gonna erase that shit. You get what I'm saying? You gonna be upset, like, man, fuck your money. I want you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I could be wrong, but
I want you to rot in jail.
Yeah, fuck your money, this, that, and the third. But when you took that bag, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Bill got caught up.
Yeah, Bill did. I guess let's speak of what did y'all think about the conspiracy when people said, yeah, they had to get Bill. He was trying to buy NBC. What did y'all ever think about that rumor that was swirling around? Anybody? No.
I wanted to say something else. I wanted to say that
Go ahead, Red.
I wanted to say if Bill, if the reason why Bill might have had to come off is because Hugh Hefner's dead now, isn't it? So if Bill was putting additional substances in people's drinks, there's going to be a whole trailer load of people's dead fathers, dead grandfathers, that was going to get exposed in this case. Because if he went down, I'm telling you, he was the most PG Cosby Show, Big Bird, another world. He was the only black guy that had a show when I was like 10, 12, like 9, 8, 9, 10, going to Granny's house. You know what I mean? Like my grandparents knew who Bill Cosby was. You know what I'm saying? He was big time. He was bigger than Oprah. You know what I'm saying? I used to think he was my dad. He kind of reminded me of my dad a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought I was related to him. I thought Rudy was my sister. I thought I was part of that family. You know what I'm saying, but
yeah, that was my favorite. Rudy was my favorite too.
And do you know why we called you Rudy? Because you're just too Rudy.
Yeah, I don't want to go too far to the left, but the classic one was the classic. So the classic one was when they were singing that song, and Rudy said, "Baby."
You talking about
I love
Ray Charles shit, night and day.
Oh my. Oh my God! Classic episode, and Bill and the Cosby Show was family viewing in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like
positive, man. That was one of them shows, man.
Listen, I only went to university because of Hakeem and A Different World and his girl that he like. You know what I mean? All us man in England was trying to be Hakeem. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find a little light skinned Southern girl, like light skinned thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I went uni. That show said to me, you have to go uni. End of story. Like you're not gonna. If you don't go uni, you're a flop. I was like, raw, black people go uni. They got education out there. Yeah, all right, I'm going uni too. Simple. You know what I'm saying? So Whatever, man.
Bill
And I
Cosby.
saw Janice on Celebrity Big Brother in 2015, and I think she was in Celebrity Get Me Out of There UK 2007, and she went and did the one in America 2009. And she was just a mean, nasty, bitter, really bitter. Like I used to be a supermodel. You know, I'm the sexiest woman in this house. And clearly she wasn't, do you know what I mean? She put on bikinis and she was just nasty. The British people were being polite in it, but they wanted to cuss her in it. But they had to be nice to her in it. So she just got a very nasty personality. That's how I feel. And I think that it's a cover up because if he goes down, he's got he could bring out other people. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying. So they had to just
So you think they
whatever
had to get him out of there?
they got the wrong one. Epstein gone. Epstein is, you know what I mean, hung. Hugh Hefner's dead. You know what I'm saying? And there's a whole heap of them in England. Simon Cowell, Elton John. There's bare them in it, still lingering. So you know what I'm saying? He would have been able. They can't afford to. He's got shit on people. That's how I'm trying to say it in real talk. And I don't think he was as bad as they made him out to be. He's just he just covered himself. And I don't think he did what he's been accused of doing. I think he's too clever and too fly for that. You know what I'm saying? And there's some obvious pervs in the industry that if Bill Cosby went down, all these pervs that are in the industry now would have been shaking in their boots because they would have been next.
Oh, you think it would have been a domino effect? I feel you. I feel you.
Let me
One
tell
of my
you, Matt.
Go ahead, bro.
No, you got it. You got it.
Oh, I was gonna say one of my main arguments is when Bill went down. If you think about it, it was around the time of the Me Too movement, right? And
I
y'all
was
know my thing.
just about to hit on that. Yeah, you got
Yeah,
it.
y'all know what I say, man. Yeah, I'm biased towards my black people. I think that we've been shown in a negative light too much, and that's why I was cautious when all our black people was getting behind the Me Too movement. Not because of the Me Too movement is not a good thing, right? We want to get sexual predators off the streets. Cool. I'm cool with that. But I didn't like the face of the Me Too movement being Bill Cosby. Like you pretty much saying,
Exactly.
Red. Like you saying, Red. Look at all these white people that could really be the face, and all these white people that was putting Quaaludes in people's drinks and shit. But y'all want to make Bill Cosby the face of this Me Too movement? It just looked like another racial attack to me. So that was
Yeah.
my.
But look, let me tell you something, brother. Bill Cosby was the example. He was the example because you can't become righteous in this shit. This shit is to the grave. You can't fuck around and join the club and then somewhere along the line want to become righteous. And you start changing where they say, Bill, let's go out and do what we do. Nah, man, I'm good. I'm here with the what. It don't play like that, man. You gotta play this shit all the way out. Because when you start fucking around with the boys, you become a threat to them. You talk, you do all this type of shit. Bill tried to get righteous in his old age, man. And you gotta play this shit all the way out. Or they're gonna make an example out of you, man.
But you know what else they didn't like? He's a fighter. He's like my dad. Like I said, he's one of them old school. He's like my granddad. He's like them old school dudes that if you don't grow up around them, you just don't know how to conduct yourself. Innit? And he went and did a Netflix special, collected a check. I think in the middle of his trial, he went and did a Netflix special and got paid. And people didn't know what to say, what to do. I think he paid for bail, went on bail, did a stand-up special, got slated by all the mainstream media. Oh, how dare he go on stage? How dare he make money? How dare he sit on a chair and tell jokes? And now this dude's gonna come out and just be the oldest, richest motherfucker to do a stand-up show. Like they, this motherfucker's looking to die on stage and just make some jokes. Like his jokes now is gonna be peak because he's gonna be clowning Me Too, LGBT, all the coons. Like he's just gonna be going in. He's gonna be going in. Little Nas X. He's gonna be like just rag. He's just gonna be ragger with it. Watch when he comes out. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't even need to sit on stage. He can do it from a podcast with one of his kids setting up a camera and just diss everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm subscribing to his online when he sets that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Bill was the example. I'm telling you, man, that I'm stuck on. Bill was that dude who tried to become righteous in the game, in a system that doesn't allow you to be righteous. You got to be a dog all the way to the end.
Hmm. He did, man. And it was another story I had heard. His wife was saying like people was trying to take his land. Like he
Yeah,
had some land or something that they wanted too, and I think they eventually got it once they got his ass locked up. They
yeah,
eventually got that land they was trying to get.
yeah. He was sitting on some money, and they needed that. I forgot. I remember the story, but yeah, they came after the brother, man. Like Bill was supposed to play the game, man, all the way out. He was supposed to be Mr. Huxtable on TV, and because I mean, you could look at Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor was on some fuck shit. He never got charged with nothing because he played it all the way to the end, man. Ain't no way out of this shit. Once you start getting into that top tier and you start running with them circles, they'll let you know, brother. Once you in this motherfucker, you in it. You know what I'm saying? when you start to act like you want to get righteous with us and all the shit you know on us, it don't work like that, man. You got to go sit down for a minute. You got to you got to take a standing eight and then realize who you fucking with. And they gave that motherfucker a standing eight.
Let me ask you this, Ishmael. Ishmael, I don't want to get it too focused on religion. Now, will Allah forgive him if he really committed these things? Because you're saying, may Allah, may the Most High Allah guide him. I don't know. I guess I can ask you, God, Jacob. I'll ask you a religious question, brother. In the Bible, like, if Bill Cosby really did that and he repented and he repents, is he? You know what I'm saying? Is he forgiven?
Yeah, that's what the scripture says, man. Repent, but you can't. You got to repent and come to the Lord. I mean, you get what I'm saying? You can't just be
Yeah,
like, oh Lord. I mean, you really got to turn your life around. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
You,
yeah. That's
so
what
you
I
got,
was told too.
yeah, because
I can't say Lord forgive me for the bullshit and then go right back to doing the bullshit. That's what
yeah, you get what I'm saying. So you really got to be about it. Now, repentance is given to us, man, according to the scriptures. You died on the cross, blah blah blah. But you got to be all in repentance. You get what I'm saying? You got to be all the way in. Now, you can't be like, it's just like you cheating on your wife or some shit, and she forgive you, and shit. 3 days later, you back in some new stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just you really wasn't sincere about that shit. You was sincere at the moment,
yeah.
but
Mm-hmm. No, I get you. I get you. I'm just looking at some timelines, man, and yeah, it was a gas pipeline that they was trying to like build either around or on some of Bill's property, a northeast pipeline extension project, and they was trying to go through Bill Cosby's property and shit, and he was like, nah, nah, nah. He was actually standing and supporting the protesters that was out. I know y'all remember the protesters that was out west somewhere in
I
America. You know, them
remember that.
protesters.
I remember
You know what
that.
I'm saying? And they saying him and his wife, and that's what I heard. I think I listened to some kind of podcast. His wife Camille was like, yeah, they really trying to get him for his for that property. Another thing, man. I'm okay. So this timeline, October 17th, scandal begins. Hannibal Burris, the comedian, calls Cosby a rapist at a performance.
He sparked the shit off. Go ahead.
I mean, let's get into it. Was he just being a comedian? Was this part of the plot to get Bill out of here? Like, what? I don't know. What was that about?
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I love a good conspiracy. Not too many of them,
Yeah,
but I take a few of them on. But I believe
I
all that
don't know.
shit. Some of them conspiracies be spot on, man. Because it be having me thinking like, how did they know this shit? You get what I'm saying?
Right, right. How did Hannibal Burris, a up and coming comedian, hear this story? Who the fuck would tell him this story? I don't
Yes.
know. Oh
I,
no.
Do you
I
know
don't
what I
know.
think the main conspiracy surrounding Bill Cosby is when his son
Uh-huh.
got shot in a drive-by in LA, and I think MTV interviewed him on the same day. It was on MTV News, and the motherfucker was just calm as fuck. Like he didn't even look. He didn't even look like he cried a tear. It's the same type of madness with Jennifer Hudson and Serena Williams, and their families got slain. They was like next day, like Showtime. You know what I mean? To me, that was a
Yeah,
bit
but you
like,
can't do
yeah,
that because I have family members die, and I showed no. You know what I'm saying? I probably did it later because everybody's gonna grieve differently and stuff like that. So him being stone faced or something like that, I wouldn't necessarily call that a sign of a conspiracy because I've seen people who didn't show no emotion, but shit, 3 days, 4 days later, they was just a wreck. So, but I take that in though.
I entertain that question. Do you forgive Born Rich? Do you forgive Bill Cosby if he asks for forgiveness and repent? I mean, it's easy for me to say, yeah, right. I'm just gonna be hypocritical, but it's easy for me to say, yeah, just if at face value, say yeah. Now, if one of those accusers was one of my relatives, then no. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna go to my. You know what black people say? God
Yeah,
forgives. I don't. So no, I wouldn't be able to. If a relative said, listen to me, cuz I'm dead serious. Bill Cosby put something in my drink and did something to me. Then hell no, I can't forgive that. Okay, hold it down real quick. Got a Jacob in red. 2 seconds. I gotta take his phone call.
yeah, take that phone call. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, man.
that's
I
the
believe this.
Illuminati. No joke.
Yeah, it could be the Illuminati, could be a lot of stuff. But the fact of the matter is, man, I'm gonna stick to my guns. Bill Bill got his nigga wake up call. And I believe he started to try to come righteous, which is a good thing, but when you make a deal with the devil, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have a hard time getting out of that situation. So, Bill had a lot of stuff that they could attack him on, and it was just like, pick something. We can get this motherfucker on anything. Taxes if we wanted to, what he did in the 70s if we wanted to. You get what I'm saying? It's so many wicked people who've been out there doing fuck shit. And it's just like they got a file on you. If you step out of line, we got this file on you. And Bill stepped out of line. Bill wanted to be clean. I believe he wanted to do good by his wife, Camille. All these years he done fucked over on her and did this and that. Son, dad. He was just going through a lot of stuff. And he wanted to be righteous. But this ain't the game to be righteous in once you say I do. Once you marry that motherfucking devil, there's no divorce. And they gonna make it and they gonna take it out on you. So it is what it is.
I think he saw
Ross.
too much. I think he saw too much.
Of
This guy
course he
was
did.
hanging around Hugh Hefner, and I think he was the black face. He was the black friend. I'm not racist. I got a black friend. He was that guy. Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, we're doing a Hugh Hefner Playboy Jazz Festival from 1979 to 2012, and then he got replaced by Latino comedian George Lopez. Like it was a flop. They can't recreate what they can't remix or recreate. They can try to, but it's just he's the original man and he's the blueprint. And you can try and cancel something, but how do you cancel something you need to how do you cancel someone that's so prominent that you need them? You know what I'm saying? I won't be surprised if it was some kind of political conspiracy because they didn't want him talking out against Trump or something. You know what I'm saying? Or some kind of like, let's shut him up, lock him under the jail for 3 years because he's too influential. You know what I'm saying? It's a similar thing with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was more famous than any president. You know what I'm saying? So they had to just do him off because he knew too much.
You talk about Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I feel like Michael Jackson. Once you're black and you're male and you're a black man in America, and you become too famous, they got to knock you off your pedestal and remind you that you're black. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you got too much influence. Like you can just turn up at our interview and be like, "Yeah, don't vote for that person. They're a dickhead." Do you know what I mean? And that's where like you become enemy of the state because it's like, "Oh God, what are you gonna say today? This is your script. Stick to the script." Don't say anything else. A man's doing stand up comedy, innit? So stand up comedy, he's got to have an opinion. And it's just like he's just seen too much. He's been around the real gangsters, the real rapists, the real paedophiles, the real pimps, the real sex traffickers. And yeah, he may have been in the same parties of these crazy people. And yeah, he may have slept with a couple of models. But I don't think he's um, a kingpin, sex trafficking, drug dealing, you know what I mean? Woman crazy. Like he had a career. He built a career over decades and decades. So if he was into women, he played basketball. He wasn't like he's old now, but it's not like women weren't throwing themselves at him. You know what I'm saying if he had to go under the jail, then the whole of the entertainment industry in America, that like 80%
Hey,
of the
but
men.
let me tell you something. To be quite honest, uh, Bill Cosby was not a. I mean, he didn't have that influence like you talking about. He was a rich black man with money, and black people, they gave him that money. The threat to a white man is a broke nigga with no money who got influence. You get what I'm saying? Like your Khalid Muhammad's and Malcolm X and stuff like that's a true threat. That is the threat. Not Bill Cosby. He had influence, but he had legacy influence. As time went on, his influence was out there, but not at the rate or the standard during the 80s and during the Cosby years. But the real threat when it comes to white men is that white man, a poor nigga who stay in your neighborhood that can influence something at that level. That's what they scared of. Bill Cosby once because Bill Cosby didn't make his money by himself. He still had to go through white producers and stuff, and they can give it to you and take it away. So he wasn't a real threat. He was just controlled. You get what I'm saying? But that real threat in America is that motherfucker at the ground level broke and can get 1,000 niggas together in
Yep,
two.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. I agree with that. Now, what do y'all say to the because we know back in the day, Bill Cosby was the one, whether you agree or not, Bill Cosby was the one like, yo, y'all comedians need to stop doing all that cussing. Black people would be in a better position if they would just stop cussing and pull their pants up and turn their hats around and, walk straight, act straight. So then some black people was like, yeah, when he went to jail, he got what he deserved because he shit on black people. What do y'all think about that?
I was kind of alluding. I was kind of alluding to his influence in the black community because Bill Cosby didn't give a like. Bill Cosby and Oprah Winfrey did not give a damn to tell certain people like Jay Z. She only like Jay Z only got a blind by Oprah because she liked Beyonce in it. Let's be real in it. And before that point, it was like we're conservative, religious blacks with money, and we don't like these hip hop niggas. You know what I'm saying? And that was their attitude. You know what I'm saying? So that was an influence because if people wanted to be anti hip hop, they'd be like, oh, even in England or in Europe, people put fucking pictures of Oprah on the wall in colleges and in universities and go, see, racism is improving. See, look, we've got Oprah. So let's stop talking about racism. Like they do shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So these people was influential, like, yeah, they was on the payroll of the white man, but they still had this kind of image that they was keeping up. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I still
yeah.
kind of disagree. I think he
Go
had
ahead, bro.
influence. I think he had influence in respect of black people. Was glad to see a black man doing good. That type of influence. But I'm talking about influence that can move something. I.e., you can put the comedians of his era and my own father, for example. If you ask him Bill Cosby or Red Fox, he would say Red Fox all day. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So the ground force was with the Red Foxes because they kept it real and they kept it, their routine was influential because it was talking about the times of the day, like race and stuff like that. Bill Cosby was more black and white. You get what I'm saying? It made white people comfortable and stuff like that, where you had different. It was a different type of influence.
kind of
Yeah,
Steve Harvey like, right?
yeah. So he had
Yeah,
influence as far as we looked at him and saw a successful black man, but that's as far as it stopped. It stopped right there. But when you're talking about influence that trickled down all the way to our levels when we was coming up, you got to look at the Red Foxes and stuff like that because they was actually out there, visible, approachable and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
my
and that was Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was the guy like, yeah, I don't really fuck with Richard Pryor. He cussed,
yeah,
he cussed too much, and I don't think black people need to be cussing. And I don't know, bro. In some kind of way, he got a point, but you can't tell a black person that story. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what
Not when
I'm saying?
that I
Listen,
guess.
they're gonna have to
You
put
know
the
what I'm saying?
Cosby Show.
I'm saying what I'm really saying about it, God of Jacob, is all right. Like people are gonna shit on the hip hop artists, right? Like all they hold on real quick. Roz,
Yes.
is that you, sis? Roz?
Hi, it's me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Highest me.
salute
Can
to
y'all
the
hear me?
sister Roz. Long time. Yeah, long time. Salute,
Yeah,
sis.
Roz, man. Thanks, sis, for pulling up,
Hey,
man.
salute.
But yeah, man, it was like you were saying, like people talk shit about like, okay, these rappers only talk about the hood. They always talk about the hood. But you can't deny these rappers their experience. And comedians are the same way. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up in the hood and then now when you get on your stage and do your performance, you saying nigga this, nigga that, yeah, it's drugs and 40s in the hood. Bill Cosby was the type of guy that was like, that looks clownish. It looks stereotypical. So we shouldn't be doing that. What do y'all fall on that part of the arts? Like, does it look clownish and
Yeah,
stereotypical, or are
it's
people
played
just
out.
narrating their experience?
It's played out, man. Played out. We've got the film Shaft. We've got the old school black exploitation cinema. We know the story. Like Biggie was probably the best that did it in terms of like creating that persona on record, and you know what I mean. Tupac and all them. But after that, it's like Jay Z's like a devil worshipper. He kind of just come through trying to represent Brooklyn. And when I bought his first album in '96, Reasonable Doubt, there was like a couple good tunes on it, but it weren't on the levels of Biggie. Like he can flow, but he was just not Biggie. He had to wait until Biggie died. But the rap influence now is just gone too far. Like it's like Little Lars X doing Bachabazi dancing at the BET Awards. It's dead. Like I don't even know how Method Man and Busta Rhymes could be in the same building as that shit. I'm saying it's just crazy. I'm saying, and I feel like Bill Cosby was getting a lot of pushback and hate from the younger generation. But man was rolling around with Bill Clinton, Al Gore, Desmond Tutu. Like he had international influence, bro. He wasn't like Red Fox, and he wasn't in the hood and around the hood and all that. But at the same time, he was someone that was doing big moves. You know what I'm saying? And they need to hurry up and put the Cosby Show back on Netflix and Amazon Prime and the Different World. You know what I'm saying? Like they put back on Sister Sister or Moesha. They need to reinstate all these shows because he's been cleared of charges and they can't retrial him. So give him his money, pay all the other black people that was on that show, and stop all this cancelling bullshit because it should have never happened in the first place. It's just another way to just take away from black culture.
Okay, Roz, you want to chime in, sis?
Sure. And peace to the panel. Um,
Yeah.
I just know for salute y'all. I from my experience of knowing some people who knew him personally behind the scenes, he was always kind of like that old school. Um, he's like part of that old school generation. Do as I say, but not as I do type of facade. And so, like, there was a story a friend of mine told me about her dad. He was like really good friends with Bill Cosby. Um, and long story short, he and his wife and I think it was her brother and sister at the time. I don't think she was there, but well, she could have been there. I have to ask her again. But they were backstage at one of his shows or something, and her dad was like typical old school man. He'd curse, drink. And Bill told him, he's like, please don't do that. Wherever he was saying or cracking a joke and it was cursing. And he's like, oh man, come on. He said, get the F out of here. Like, because he really knew Bill. Like, come on. And Bill's like, no, I'm serious. And he's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. And he said, no, you could leave. And he's like, what? Like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, you could leave. Yeah, in fact, get out.
Yo,
Oh shit. Yeah, what up, King Shaka?
Wagwan.
Yeah, man, chilling, chilling.
So, no.
Yo,
So my friend was like, her mom was like so embarrassed because her mom was like, the old school mom and everything. And so ever since then, every time he would see him on TV or something, he'd be like, oh, F him. He, know,
Yeah, real.
he
Fuck
full of
that.
it that time, He's in his 90s now. But he knew Bill. But yeah, I had another friend that was around the age of his son.
Okay.
And he remembered meeting Mr. Cosby. He called Mr. Cosby. And basically, long story short, him and his cousin, they were like, oh, hey, let's, hang out with your son. He did not, I guess wherever event they were at, he did not want them hanging around his son because they kind of knew that they were like a little wild. So he's just like, yeah, he's a really serious man. And these were from two different people I know. And so to get that type of perception from him, and then to hear what's happening now, he's basically, having his fun behind the scenes, but it just caught in some kind of aspect. And if you look back, a lot of times that's what happened back in the past. A lot of people live through their facades, especially comedians. Like in real life, Eddie Murphy is really low key. He's really like an introvert. He's not really like he presents himself, especially when he was younger, in those raw days and stuff like that. That was an image. And a lot of times, I think back then was like, what can I do to solidify my earnings in this place? So for him, which was a double back, is for him to criticize. And he had a point about the guys pulling their pants up and stuff like that, and some of these rappers. But when you're out there on a podium preaching, the laws of the universe now is going to say, hey, are you doing the same thing? Hey, if you're going to if preaching that, are you practicing that? Are you're so authentic that you can be able to tell somebody that because you're doing the same thing? And a lot of times that's not the case. So
definitely agree on that. I believe he had
as far as the thing that happened with him in the trial, I'm shocked. I went to work today, and then I was going on my phone on YouTube, and I saw this stuff about breaking news. Right?
Well,
Yeah. I was like, oh, what? I'm thousand Twilight Zone because I didn't
shocked.
know
Why though? Why was you shocked?
Didn't think they were going to free him, honestly, because it was just so much campaign of all types of energy coming at him to lock him up.
It was like mob justice how they was coming at that brother, man. And like I said, I'm not vouching for him because I believe he was a hell of a dude, but no, when it first happened, like they came at him at mob type, like get him, and I think he got convicted in the media first.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So he was a done deal already, and
he was gotta Jacob. Anytime you put the number 62, right? When you say
he was done.
62, like those numbers was going up fucking daily, bro. That shit started off
it was like Mega Millions. 1 week it was 20 million. Next week you like, damn, that shit all the way up to 60 million.
That last article I read said 62 accusers. I said, yeah, he done. And like I said, this was in the beginning of the Me Too movement. So it was lock Bill Cosby up, hashtag Me Too, right? Like you can't.
I just want to say something. I want to say this dude, 83 years old, born July the 12th, 1937. So he's come out and he's going to have a nice 84th birthday party, get lit. And do you know what, yeah? He's a Pentecostal. And I'm just going to put some respect on people like that. Look, men, yeah, let's not fool around here. Look at the biology of men, yeah? And this is why conservative people push marriage, because of the biology of man and the biology of woman. We ain't asking you to be perfect and we ain't expecting you to be Jesus, God, and Mary. But the whole foundation of marriage kind of gives you a little safety bracket. So when you're going out there and you're getting lit, yeah, and it is do as I say and not as I do. I'm down for that shit. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I'm down for that shit. Yeah. Like, I ain't gonna come online and tell you every motherfucking thing. I'm drinking right now. I'm having some vodka. I'm lit. I'm good. Yeah, but don't you go and drink vodka because I'm drinking vodka and I ain't an alcoholic. I'm saying, all man, look, black man in the entertainment industry in the time of segregation and the time of color television and the time of the Jacksons and the Supremes and the times of all this shit that's going on in the world. What you think, man, ain't getting licky licky in the elevator and licky licky from the maid in the hotel room and licky licky here and licky licky there?
Bruh.
Come
But
on,
it's
man,
not.
let's be real.
I get what you're saying, but it's not about. He can do his thing. He can be licky licky. He can do all that stuff you just said. But if you're doing that in front of other people who know you doing licky 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 and doing all the stuff you just said, then you can't come to them guys and tell them to fix up. You get what I'm saying? You can't do it.
That's the thing. And that's what I was saying about black people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of the comments, even today, was like, yeah, still fuck Bill Cosby. Because I remember that shit when he was talking about, hold on, is this the real Roz?
Roz, your
Roz,
camera on. Your camera on.
either your camera on, Roz, or you finna porn bomb the stream, man. Come on, Roz. You don't let me find out you've been the porn.
I said
bomber.
no. I thought Roz was a porn. I said, Roz, what's going on,
Don't let
man?
me find out Roz been the porn bomber the whole time.
Yeah, man. She done came up here on some Bill Cosby shit and about to show some
What
shit.
I miss? What I miss? What did you see? What did you see?
I said, look at Red. No, it was just her silly.
I have to rewind that
It was
now.
her silly, man. It was her silly, man. You didn't show nothing, Roz. It was just your silly, sis. That was funny. You a fuck, man. That man said, yeah, you're right though, man. Yeah, nobody wants to hear that shit, man. If you saying black people need and I know what I was saying. Yeah, so black people was even saying today, yeah, fuck Bill Cosby, man. He used to shit on black people, and he was like Red said, he had the I hate to label it, but he did have the mannerisms and the talking points of a black conservative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
but I'd
I hate
rather him. I'd rather look. I had a Jamaican teacher at college when I was studying law. Yeah, his name was Bervin Headman. Yeah, Jamaican. Yeah, and I used to he made me work hard. You know why? Because he was like Bill Cosby. Because I come in thinking I was fly shit and I had everything written and I knew the law and and he'd be like, no. He'd be like, and he always like, only when I graduated he smiled. I was like, this brother is just like my dad. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to look. You need someone stern. Like dudes need stern like role models. Not every role model should be smoking a fully blunt, getting lit, like kissing men on the BT stage, doing all mad shit. Because when kids see that, they're just gonna think, yeah, life's a party. No, life ain't a party. Life is hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? To kill a mockingbird, 12 days of fucking slave, fucking roots, that's real life. You know what I'm saying? We're still on the plantation psychologically anyway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I respect that shit. And I know any man, no man is squeaky clean. No man on this planet could come to me, yeah, and tell me that he can't tell me anything because he's not squeaky clean. Look, just tell me what I got to know, innit? I don't care what you're gonna do tonight. I don't business. When you close your door, that's got nothing to do with me, man. You know what I'm saying?
and it kind of sounds like the code. I think a lot of people don't mind Bill Cosby saying black people pull your, fix your language, pull your pants up. But when you get around white people and say it, I think that's black people's problem.
Did you see that audience? That audience was all pretty much damn white. He was saying that too.
Yeah, and that's black people's problem. It's like, no, bro, get them over here. You know what I'm saying? I can even use the same thing on panels, right? I have a code and a decorum where if we're going to have a black conversation and a real heated debate and argument with black people, I'd rather do it here or on God of Jacob's channel or on Red's channel. I don't want to go to a channel with a whole bunch of non-black people talking about, man, black people fix up.
But even sometimes, Rich, I don't even want to get into it in front of us because even if it's on the panel, because you remember our good brother Palu. Now he went off yesterday on me, right?
yeah.
And you know me, I was about to say, you know what?
I know.
But I said, you know what? Brother, if I offended you, I apologize. That hurt me so much inside, but I just didn't want to take it there. You know what I mean?
No, but that was big
I
of
was
you.
steaming. I was like,
that was big of you. That was the best response I've heard from you in a long,
but
long time.
it will hurt me inside because I was like, man, if I can get my hands on that, I'll kick that stutter right out of his ass.
That was powerful shit. I'm gonna copy you because that was powerful shit. That's big man shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100. That was big man levels there. Because sometimes you know you're in the right. Sometimes, and what you said, because I was listening to that show, and you had me in stitches when you was coming off with some facts, but your delivery is very funny, like a comedian sometimes. But if people don't understand that you're being funny, they can take your humor and take it offensive. I don't take your humor offensive. I just crack up. Like I'm literally crying, water going down my face, laughing on the floor, like serious. Like what I'm saying.
But let
Because I
me tell
know
you
that
something.
you're
It
just
ain't even it
telling the
ain't even
truth.
humor. It's just black stuff out here on the streets every day. I can walk to any store and hear some shit. Rich, you know that shit. We can walk right
Yeah,
past the shit and
yeah.
see the funniest nigga in the world. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
I
a
just be
fact.
tripping.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. That's just how
Yeah, but
we are.
he was saying, don't sell me something if you're not buying it. Basically, don't sell me ice because I'm an Eskimo. I've got my own ice.
Yeah,
Like, do you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But the way he dropped it was just, it was true, but it was. I don't think it was rude. I didn't see it as rude. I saw it as sincere and from a good place. But obviously, if you don't see it from how I see it, you will see it like, oh, shade, shade. It's not shade. It's someone that's older than you with experience in life telling
Mhm.
you what my dad's gonna tell you, what my granddad's gonna tell you, what my mum's gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? Someone of an older generation is gonna tell you something you don't want to hear. You're gonna throw your toys out the pram. You're gonna stamp your feet. But you know what? They're right. They're just telling you the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah.
That's
I
what it is.
agree. I agree.
You
My
know?
thing is the audience, though. I can even talk about my family. Like, when my mom straightened me just in the house with us, okay, I may huff and puff and say some shit under my breath and walk off, but that's cool. But come on, mom, don't bring up our house shit at the family reunion. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Look,
Right.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, my mother used to get around her sisters and my cousins and
Yeah.
tell me like, I tore his ass up last night. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why is you doing that shit? Yeah, he gonna come in the house when he want to. I tore his ass up. I'm looking there like, damn. Like,
For
really?
real. Don't throw me under the bus, please, mom. Damn. Oh, I know back then I didn't like to take showers, but you ain't got to tell the whole fucking family. You ain't got to tell the family that I'm just letting the water run and sitting on the toilet. Man, come on.
Yeah. Word up. She get around her sisters and just everything. I be like, are you serious?
It's hilarious, man. So yeah, I think it's just the audience, man. It's the audience, man, and that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock other people for how they are, but that's at least part of it. People say black people don't really. What is this code thing you talk about? That to me, that's part of the code. You know what I mean? If I have a disagreement with a black man or a black sister, I'm not going to get in front of all non-black people and say I got a problem with this person. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. It's part
Hey,
of the
I got
culture.
a question for Roz. I want to get her opinion on it. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
how much of an influence do you think Bill Cosby was to Black America? Like, was he that guy? One of those guys?
Honestly, yeah. Just from me living my life back in that time, especially like when the Cosby Show was real popular, you know, then with the different world, you know, they said there was a spike in black, HBCs
Yes.
enrollment and stuff.
Yeah.
And even for me just growing up, I remember like my cousin, she quit her job. She was like working for social service. She quit her job and was like, okay, I'm going to Howard. I'm gonna go to become a journalist student. I was just like, oh wow. So she left and she really did it. And it was like around that time when that show was out. And then even just the Cosby shows, like I remember just going to school and the kids were talking about what happened on the Cosby show the next day. And uh, the one that I still remember was when they did that grandparents anniversary one and that song from Ray Charles, Night and
Night
Day.
and day? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like different scenes, or the or the Gordon Gartrell shirt,
Oh,
like
yeah. Denise made the fake Gordon
yeah,
Gartrell.
yeah. And that'd be like an inside joke if I had something on or wore something that wasn't right and it looked, something homemade. And I'm like, oh man, I was trying to do this, but I did this, the Gordon Gartrell. So it was like it
Hey,
it's
hold
it
on. I used to like when Alvin used to say dumb shit around the wife.
right. Right. That one. How about when Denise's boyfriend was there? He was trying to find a place to just be quiet and rest, and everybody was around, and Denise's
Yeah.
boyfriend, he's like, I said Edmont. He was singing
Yeah.
something else.
Hey man,
That was a classic too. That was a classic.
I remember
Right. Or when Vanessa went to Baltimore or something like that.
Yeah,
Go see
yeah, with the dress with the hoochie dress on. I remember that.
Right. So it was like stuff that some people did, or it was just funny. I think it put us in a better
Better
it
light.
was because it was different from Different Strokes. It was different from Webster. It was different from I wasn't a kid in the 70s, but like Good Times, like those different shows those shows
The
were real
Jeffersons.
too. Yeah,
Look,
the
good
Jeffersons.
times was the good times was depressing, man. We never got out of that shit. I can't watch
Right.
this shit no more. God damn.
JJ.
Right. I was so bad when she made him
JJ
get
was on
that
Good
Black
Times,
Jesus.
innit?
Damn,
Right.
damn. I'm like, damn, can we have a break on the show? Like, can somebody find $1 on the ground? I mean, goddamn.
Right. So
Yeah,
it was like, dang, like like it was always a issue, and it was like on the Cosby Show they showed culturally stuff different. Like I didn't know about cricket until they was on the episode when like Bill and his friend came and they were playing cricket in the backyard or something like that, and I was like, what is that? I'm growing up in Detroit. I didn't know about that sport. That's more like a West Indian type of
Yeah, my granddad liked that episode.
yeah.
My
See?
granddad was a nutter for cricket. He didn't like football, but if the cricket was on telly or Channel 4 loud, and you know what I'm saying?
Hey, let
See,
me
is
tell
that
y'all
Yeah.
something. I played golf about a year ago, and I thought it was the whitest sport. Now I love that shit. Like, I
that's
really
funny?
do.
Weren't you in the Navy?
No,
Yeah.
too black for that
And
shit.
that's funny because Air Force, that's all they do. We do in the Air Force was play golf. So
Oh,
that's why
man, I fell in love with that shit, man. I'm
I
like, what the fuck
embarrassed
is wrong with
myself
me?
on
Am
the
I
golf.
getting white? What's going on? Like,
I couldn't hit
I
the
gotta go
ball.
shoot some hoops because I'm starting to like golf better than basketball. What the fuck is going on here? Stop it.
I went on a Coca-Cola conference, and they took us to some golf course, and everybody was there talking all posh and prim and proper, and then it was like all the dudes went off to swing to swing the club on the golf ball, and I was there. And I was the best sales. I was the best in out of the most successful one. So they couldn't wait to see me swing the club, yeah. And I slung
yeah.
that thing, so it must have been heavy. No, it was too heavy for me, yeah. And there wasn't a lighter one available, so we was all using the same heavy one. So I knew it was too kind of like heavy because when I lifted it up, I really wanted to whack it on their face, but I was so angry. I tried to hit the ball, and I was getting more and more angry. It wasn't the ball was not going
All
anywhere,
right.
right? And
All
I just
right.
looked at the Indian brother. I looked at the Bengali brother like, yeah, don't worry, man. I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. Don't worry, like, because I'm gonna give you like the smile of this.
What the fuck? Yo.
See, yeah, those shows just to me that just kind of highlighted certain things in the culture and not just always show like I don't want to call it the ghetto culture or the struggle culture, but more so it showed like I'm a doctor, my wife's a lawyer, we're professionals,
So
we're
how
in
did
society.
how did Martin do for us? Did he elevate us, or he showed the average person who wasn't a doctor but still gave us a good look? What you think about
I
that?
didn't watch that one too much. I saw a biggie on it,
You know
but I
what?
didn't know what.
I didn't particularly care for Martin because I felt like he was a colorist. Um,
Yeah, you're right.
because
You're right.
yeah, the way he
Somebody told me that a long time
Tashina.
ago.
and even on the show. So if he personally, I heard he's personally like that too. But even on the show, like the way he used to just go at Pam, and then that's projecting an image and
I
stuff
know.
to kids when they growing up and they're like, oh, anybody look like Pam, they ugly, type of like stuff. You realize how much stuff impriminates in your head,
I didn't even think about it like that.
I didn't
Yeah.
even find him funny. I mean, he used to dress up as a bitch. I mean, as a woman. Do you know what I mean? And like, yeah, Tashina Arnold said she didn't get on with him, but they tried to make the show lively. But the girl from House Party was clearly like the love, like he liked her more, the light skin girl, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tisha, yeah, but dang, you done got me on a whole nother frame of thought. Because I was going. Well, let me ask this question: Living single, I'm gonna run down some shows now. Living single, how did that look for us?
I actually liked that show, not because it was just all women in it. It was because it was different types. So it's kind of like the Golden Girls, but it was different
Yeah.
types like
Go ahead, Ross. Go ahead, Ross.
you know how you always kind of put yourself towards. So
You was on your strong black sister. I knew you were.
no, I was more like I could say I liked Sinclair more because she was just free spirited, like
the goofy one.
Yeah.
No, I ain't like her at all. I like the
that was Overton, the one with Overton, right?
Right. Yeah. The one who but it was a little, but it wasn't exactly like how I was, but it was just kind of like I could go more with her flow. And then Maxine was funny, the lawyer. And
that's who I like. That was my me right there. I like Maxine. I wanted Maxine.
From the Cosby Show, right? Cousin
Pam. Yeah. Maxine was my girl.
That's
funny.
Maxine
was the best thing going on that show, man. I tell
you.
Come
on.
Y'all didn't like Regine or Khadijah?
You talking about Tootie? I like Tootie.
Yeah,
Tootie was all right, but she was the promiscuous one, right? Right? If you think about her character.
Cause to me, she took on a updated Jack A personality. I ain't like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she did, bro. She did. Hey, but back when I was growing up, hey, all the dudes wanted Pam over Gina.
Damn right. Yep. Really? Pam had that.
Yes.
I wish she was on the panel, but she had that thing. She had some junk in the trunk.
Pam did though. But I ain't gonna lie, I was young. I wasn't looking for that then. I ain't gonna lie, I was brainwashed by America, so I like the light skinned ones. And then Rudy,
young born rich. You wasn't looking in the right place.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, I was. I'm looking at face, and America tells me the light skin. So what's it, Lisa Bonet? Super, right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Lisa Bonet. Are you talking
from
about
the Cosby Show?
Yeah, I'm just saying from the Cosby Show. So yeah.
No, she was hot. She was hot.
Yeah,
she was more like
Now Rudy was my age, so my first choice was of course Rudy. Like Rudy, if we Google Rudy, I promise we got to be in the same age bracket.
That's you was acting like Bud. Was you acting like Bud too?
Man, Bud, I like Bud. I like Bud, man.
See, that's funny because when I was a kid too, and especially when I used to wear my hairstyles a certain way, they used to call me Vanessa on Cosby Show. So it was funny that you could, as kids growing up, you see certain images that kind of reflect like what you could be or are, and you just like, oh yeah, it's funny. And I remember one time I had a side by side.
I found Vanessa very whiny and spoiled. I remember just thinking, you remind me of a real. You're not acting. You're like that in real life. You're that annoying older sister. I just remember thinking like she reminded me of a spoiled older sister that the parents give everything to, gets all the attention. She does really well at school, and then she like lies to mum and dad and says, "Oh, you've done something naughty." Like she played that character too well from her life. You know what I mean?
You talking about her or Lisa Bonet?
No, Lisa Bonet was the rude sister that wanted to go out and rave, innit? She just wanted to be out there, boyfriends, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell Bill Cosby didn't really like her in real life because when she did the film where she did the naked scene, I forgot the name. They
always talk about that.
Yeah, they fell out and she got dashed off the show, innit? So, yeah. But, yeah, man, Bill Cosby's a G. They need to rerun that shit on Netflix because even like when I was watching Sister, because I used to watch Saved by the Bell, Saved by the Bell, and what else was it? With the black girl in there, and then you had Fresh Prince. That show just blew up in Europe. Yeah, oh my god, blew the hell up. I used to watch Kid and Play cartoons, MC Hammer cartoon, the California Raisins cartoon, Dog, Team and Kel. I used to watch all that shit, man. I was obsessed. Captain Planet. And I was obsessed.
Yeah,
I
I
wake
can
up
God.
tell.
6 a.m. on a Saturday morning to get my American dose of, cartoons and shit and TV shows. By 9 a.m., I was ready to, like, Saturday, let's go out shopping, do whatever you got to do with mums and dads, whatever, innit? But I wasn't leaving that house
Damn.
until I watched my Saved by the Bell and all that shit. Nah, man. They used to
Like
put that shit on real early, so you have to get up really,
each
really early. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all used to have shows too. I remember it was one with the West Indian family because used to
Oh,
come on like
Desmond.
it was this
Don't scratch my sock.
something. Yeah, she kind
In
of
the
looked like
hairdressers.
the
Yeah,
Five
in the
Star
hairdressers.
Sisters, but she was like she had black hair. They used to wear that curly, long. I don't know if it
Yeah,
was a weave, but
Denise.
that Denise. Yeah,
And she had a white friend, and they had a white guy in the hairdressers. I remember that show.
yeah.
My cousin was an extra in that show. He was like a little kid just messing around, and he went into a London phone box. And for that day when it came on TV, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, he's on telly." You know what I mean? But yeah.
I want to think I on YouTube. What's the name of that show again? I forgot the name.
Desmond, he's dead now.
The
Desmond, he was meant
Desmonds.
to be like the
Oh
British
yeah.
Caribbean version of Bill Cosby, but Bill Cosby and Will Smith was murking it up. Like by the time that show was on in England, like Will Smith, Boom Shake Shake the Room, and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like he was just like before he even came here, he was just like big. Do you know what I'm saying? By the time he dropped that Men in Black tune, it was
Mhm.
over and getting jiggy with it and Wild Wild West. Then he kind of fell off with Miami in it. But like Will Smith was the heavy, and Salt and Pepper, Heavy D, Kid and Play. Like that Kid and Play cartoon was off the chain. Like, listen, hip hop was, and MC Hammer Can't Touch This. When that dropped, everybody, like, of course, Michael Jackson as well. Everybody was Michael Jackson crazy, yeah. But when
Mhm.
You Can't Touch This dropped, everybody was trying to do the stop. Hammer attack. They tried to do the rap. I mean, the Running Man in the shop. Right? You could do that in a rave.
Look, hey,
You could do that dance.
I don't want to show my age, but I don't see. But I used to like Coco from Fame.
Oh dang.
Yeah, I used to like Coco from Fame. And then I used to like Grease Summer from A Different World and Holly Robinson from Jump Street. That was my lineup. Love them.
Oh, so
so,
you
so
like
Holly,
them
is that the
type?
same? Is that the same? Holly
Holly Robinson
Robinson
Pete.
Pete?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
Okay,
married
she's
Rodney
okay,
Pete.
cool. Hanging for Mr.
yeah,
Cooper.
Rodney Pete.
Yeah.
Nah,
Okay.
not from
Yeah,
Mr. Cooper from 21 Jump
Jump
Street. That's
Street. When
She
she
was
sang
still
the
those
in
was
the.
theme
on my
song and
time.
She's the
everything.
same actress. It's the same girl, man.
nah, but she had that same swag. Yeah, I mean.
Bro, I just remember M Vogue singing. I just remember M Vogue singing on the intro. That was the summer of 1993 when my mum and my sister went to America. I think they went to what's Hershey World or some kind of place like that, some roller coaster world. And
But
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Hershey Park. The park in
yeah, to the theme park. Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
and then
Yeah.
my sister came back screaming about Mariah Carey, and then she was like, "Yeah, there's this new girl. She's called Mariah," and I was like, "Oh, really?" And then obviously that boom, she came out with Fantasy and all that. That girl's pretty. Who's that?
Yeah, I
That's
got Rudy
Rudy. That's
fucked up.
Rudy. That's Rudy.
Yeah, I got Rudy
Shit.
fucked up,
Yeah, because
man.
she couldn't get paid. She couldn't get paid all this time for the last 3 years now.
Hey, I
Get
saw
her
her in the
paid.
grocery store in Atlanta one time. Very approachable.
Shush.
Ooh, you
Oh,
should
Shush.
have shot your
cool.
shot.
Don't get me
You
Huh?
should have
excited.
shot your
Nah,
shot. Got it.
Don't get me
nah.
excited.
She had a big old nigga right beside her too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dang.
Yeah, the little matchstick girl. I remember her lying in the snow, making angels wings with her arms and legs in that film. She was meant to be a big star, this girl, man. You know what I'm saying? Big
Who,
star.
Rudy?
She still
Yeah.
is, man.
Nah, you for real.
No,
She
but
did
I
some
mean,
Tyler
like,
Perry. What is it? House of Pain?
Yeah, you get
what?
your money all kind of ways of acting. Stage, she did some theater for a minute. You get your money. You got to work every night, but you gonna make a living.
I was
And
expecting her
she's
to
been
be
in a
like.
Tyler Perry movie. So she's been on the
I was
Tyler Perry
expecting her
sitcom
to
and a movie.
be like on Gabrielle Union levels, like doing main characters in the like. She was of an age where she was meant to be like the black female
But the thing
version for
about
my
it, she
culture.
got typecast. She got typecast. Everybody know
Right.
her as Rudy, and
Child, yeah, the
sometimes as a
child actor.
kid, yeah, that can kind of hurt you.
Right. And the only one you could really say like really is about that industry and really just from a child to adult still doing that is Kim Fields from whenever
Yeah,
she
from time.
started, and now she's still in the Upshaws. So it's like,
Okay.
she
Okay.
about that life. That's her life path. So it's just like, okay.
yeah.
But it's hard for a lot of kids to transition out of that when they're into kid acting. Look at even Raven Simone a little bit.
Steve
You know,
Urkel, he can
She's
never get out of
annoying.
that Steve Urkel mess. That hurt him
Exactly.
tremendously. That hurt him so bad.
He got weed now though. He got a weed strain. He got Urkel purple. I know.
My
I know.
sister
Yeah.
bought me a my
I-
sister bought me a fucking Urkel toy when she came back from America, and it used to she pulled I pulled the string at the back and it go, "Hi, I'm Urkel." And then when she used to get angry at me, she used to go, "Yeah, that's who you are. You're Urkel. You're fucking Urkel."
Dang.
Like, listen, this ain't talking about me.
That's
You know what I'm
fucked
saying?
up. That's
Oh
fucked
God.
up. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. I
Yeah,
was
my
seeing somebody
sister
had a
used to.
conversation too back in the day. No, that's why they was having the conversation because Urkel came out and said when they made him dress up as the girl Urkel, he didn't want to do that shit, and his dad didn't want him to do that shit.
His
Oh yeah, I
real
watched
dad
his
or the dad
unsung.
on the show?
Yeah, his real
Oh.
dad. His real
real
dad.
dad.
He said no, and he said the parents on the show told him you should not do this. Like you should.
That's that relay shit, isn't it? He's got an unsung, but I think he's got money, but he's just bitter at life. Like life hasn't treated him,
No,
given him the opportunity.
I think he got a good life. I think he's upset that he was in that typecast and people never really offer him roles where he can show that I'm more than just, Steve Urkel. You get what I'm saying? So that industry is a motherfucker. Once you grow up and a new young face come in, you just Steve Urkel for the rest of your life.
Exactly. Look at Gary Coleman.
Yeah, that's sad. He's dead, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some great shows, man. Where them shows at? I miss looking at Freddie and Kimmy. Different word. Miss all that. Ron.
He like them free spirited girls.
Yeah. What the hell you gonna get out of them?
You know they stole the idea from Friends.
You
they stole the idea from Friends and Sex and the City from black shows. You know they stole it from the black community.
Who?
They stole the concept for Friends and Sex and the City from, I think it was Living Single or Girlfriends, and Friends was a rip-off of maybe Martin or something like that. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, they stole it and run with it. Yeah, and got rich.
I can see that, right? I can see that if you think about the two shows. I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that. Let's see, fam. Hold on. We play a little bit of this, man. I hope I don't get fucking a strike. But yeah, I want to. This is the Urkel. This is Urkel. This is recently true. Now this is the Urkel when he was like, yeah, he's speaking about the dress. He said he cried.
Yeah.
Well, let's play it.
This is for educational purposes.
In the time, his co-stars Reginald Bell Johnson and Joe Marie Payton had an issue with him wearing a dress in order to play Steve Urkel's cousin, Myrtle Urkel. From Bell Johnson and Payton's perspective, they thought White was doing our race a disservice by putting on a dress. The criticism White received caused him to play even more into the character. However, by the end of the episode, White broke down in tears, causing his father to intervene. He shouldn't have to carry the burden of some adults, making a child feel bad for playing a girl just in fun. White's father would go on to tell the crew that his son will never play Myrtle again. However, after a few years, White started to get bored with the character and decided to reprise his role as Myrtle. Today on the show, we have our comedy hype analysts, Rita, Brent, and Pierre calling.
He looks like my little brother, but just my little brother ain't a nerd like that. But he's got the same kind of look as my younger brother.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have this nerd. We're gonna have to have this nerd topic on this show one day too. I think nerds get a bad rap.
Mm-hmm.
They do, but they get a lot of play. Don't be foolish to think they don't get the play in the library. You know what I'm
saying?
Hey, based off that clip you just played, do you think he went back to the Myrtle character because he didn't want to get written off the show, or you get what I'm saying? You think it was more that because they said he got bored with it?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
And I think producers got bored with it, right? Got it, Jacob?
Yeah.
Come on, it's Urkel. It's Urkel, bro. You can't kick Urkel off the show, but I don't know. Like you said, they could have been making threats, so they could have been talking to him. But I think the producers was like, "Yeah, this shit getting old, man."
Yeah, the writers like we can't
I,
write no more shit. Like I mean, we
yeah,
ran out of storylines.
yeah, we done did Stefan, and you know what I'm saying. We done did all this. Steve, got to go back to the dress, man. You gotta go to the dress.
Put that skirt back
Yeah.
on. Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shit getting stale, man. Ratings going down. Shit, matter of fact, the network finna drop us. You know what I'm saying, God Jacob? It could have been like that. Like, well, ain't no written off. You saying written off the show? That
No, but they
probably
were
Yeah,
selling
they
those,
like,
man.
brother, you better go throw that bra on right now.
Bro, you know. But
Action.
if they were
Nobody
selling,
gonna have
if they were selling dolls with strings and all that, I'm sure I've got that.
The hell
I've
you
got a
talking
photograph of that somewhere. But like, if they were selling merchandise from him doing voices and voiceovers and being all like step and fetch it, doing dance and everything, you know what I mean? I feel like he got underpaid, and I feel like he should have been like Pee Wee Herman. He should have got a movie, and you know what I mean, like a comedy special, Saturday Night Live, all of that. But it's like they kind of threw him in the bin. You know what I mean? They used him, rinsed him out, and dashed him to the side.
Hey, I got a question. Oh, go ahead, Ross. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna
No, I
say
said,
I
go
don't.
on, go on.
I don't. I remember him acting on the show. I think it was Gladys Knight and Flip Wilson was on the show, and he played their son before he got before the Cosby Show. Not the Cosby Show. I'm sorry. Before he got on the
Family Guy.
yeah. Thank
Yo,
you. And
Flip Wilson
so
is so underrated. Go ahead.
yeah, he was. He dressed in a dress too, though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So I was gonna say that I don't think he was a comedian. I think he's more like a child actor. So when you mention like getting on comedy shows, unless he had a good writer behind him, I think he just, it was just unfortunate, like y'all were saying earlier, typecast from a
He
kid.
needed and God of Jacob, I know you had a question, but he needed a Tyler Perry type of person, because I think Tyler Perry ended up putting Urkel back on the scene, right? And something. So
Yeah, he did.
I think
He
back in
also
that
put the
time,
other guy from Cosby Show too back on his
that's
show.
what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry came through and was like, "Oh shit, that go." You know what I'm saying? That go Theo. You know what I'm
He
saying?
threw,
That go
threw him
Theo.
a bone, man. He threw him a bone. He needed that, man.
Yeah, Urkel needed that back in the day. Like as soon as Family Matters was over, it would have been dope for another black writer to, you know what I'm saying, see that talent and say, "Bro, okay, let's put the nerd glasses down. I got a part for you." But go ahead.
This what I think he should have did. He should have did what the Michael J. Foxes did. When you was filming your sitcom, you should have been doing movies at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Because you want to get a vote for that world. So white people know how to wean their kids off from sitcom television to doing a movie here and there. You get what I'm saying? So he should have started doing movie roles at the same time.
But it was very racist, them, to be fair. I even recognized the racism from all the way over here when I'd see certain artists, actors, whatever, just get their career shut down. And you knew that it was because there was a lack of, what Born Rich just said, Tyler Perry's, like Bill Cosby's, Oprah's, pulling the strings. You know what I'm saying? When we rely too much on other people, they don't put our best interest to hand. They make the money and they bounce and they look after their own, innit?
Interesting. Remember that the guy who played on when y'all was talking about nerds? I thought about that movie Revenge of the Nerds, and they had the black guy in there, Lamar. Was his name Lamar?
That was Police Academy. Revenge of, that was Revenge of the Nerds. Why they got to make us look like that, man? That was like, I'm like, yeah, we already had.
Yeah, we was horrible.
That shit was crazy.
Shit was crazy, God.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck?
That's crazy, bro.
So it made you feel bad, even worse, to be a nerd if you was a nerd kid back in the day. You know,
maybe they had he was in the leotards and just taking it too far. And a one and a two. I'm like, bruh, like, damn. I guess you got to pay rent, but god damn, man.
It was also putting an image out there that you had to be hardcore unless you want, you could be different. It was like you had to be a thug or something,
or like Tyreek say, bucking your ass. I hate it. Don't look like at them shows. You be like, dude, he bucking his ass. He's literally doing the big eye, like he's doing the big eye persona, like, oh my God, what is this? Oh my God, what is this? Your eye is real big. It's like, yo, when you look back on that shit, you like, man, they did us dirty, bro. You excited to go see the new Jason or Freddy movie, and the black guy, the only one you can relate to, he died first.
It is. Get his head knocked right off. Jason, hold on, man, what the hell?
That's a classic scene. Jason knocked the black dude head off and rolled in a dumpster, man. That's like, get him the fuck out of here early in the movie. That's
man. We just can't win. They got Rocky beating up Mr. T, beating up Apollo Creed. I'm like, man, what the fuck going on, man? Stop this bullshit.
He said, stop this bullshit.
How you gonna beat up Mr. T, man?
They came back with Creed though. Creed was hard. I'm sorry. The first
Creed got wiped out by the Russian. Remember that?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
I know you talking about Creed. I know. I got you. You talking about the new ones? The new ones.
Yeah.
I'm talking about old school coming up. Yeah, like
the one that leaves an imprint on your psyche and stuff.
Yeah. They got that little ass Balboa beating up Mr. T. Right? Yeah, man, I was so pissed off. I'm like, no, this shit ain't right. Fuck he beating up.
Shout out to Muhammad Ali though. Muhammad Ali said, yeah, only reason he make these movies is because the white man can't be he can't be a champion in real life. So he gotta make a movie about it. Yeah, Muhammad Ali. Oh, can't no white boy come and take this belt from me. So now y'all gotta make movies about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We always gotta, man, that shit pissed me off.
They got a white boy champion right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't gonna last long, man.
No, Key, I'm mad about that. I'm so mad about that. I'm mad about it in two ways. One, he white and the title ain't in America where it belongs. So I'm pissed off about that. Yeah. That heavyweight championship belong in the goddamn America wrapped around some black niggas' waist, man.
I think Deontay gonna get it back, man.
Deontay gonna get another ass whooping. He get knocked out again.
Man. You know what messed Deontay too? Wearing that Wakanda suit.
Oh shit! Why you go there with that one?
No, I said it wore him out. He had nothing.
It was heavy. He did say it was heavy, Rob. He said it was heavy.
I think Mike Tyson's the last of the Mohicans, man. The way that they changed up the boxing rules now, it's not the same. Like when we used to watch it in the 80s, and it was like, right, who's fighting? Oh, we've got a black guy. And all right, let's support the black guy.
They changed it because people were losing their money. You know, like somebody mentioned it. I thought that was perfect. They said that people would go there, get dressed up, want to show off, floss, and then as soon as sometimes they get there before they get to their seat properly.
Hey, Raj, you got to know when you was going to a Tyson fight, it was really about the after party because that shit was gonna be over quick. It was what club you was going to. Right. It wasn't about the fight because if you was going there to see a fight, you tricked yourself.
See, yeah, exactly. That part.
Yeah, Tyson was Iron Mike. He's got a garage tune named after him. Iron Mike. I just want to be your man. You don't know that tune.
Nah, we ain't on that. That's some UK shit. Okay, and y'all can keep that shit right over there.
He said, Mike Tyson, I just want to be your man. What?
Nah, we ain't on that.
Is that soca or reggae?
If it's soca, let it keep soaking right over there in the UK. Keep that
what
shit
was the
right
gist? Hey, Red, what was the gist of the song? Was it saying like you had knocked somebody
out?
It's
like a little garage tune. It's like a dance tune. Like it's a
garage. I like how they say garage. Say it again.
It's like a garage tune. It's just like.
I never put that together.
It's a garbage tune. That's what it is.
Go ahead, Red.
Oh no! No, it's a tribute to Tyson. It's a tribute to Tyson.
Okay.
It's like a two-step. It sounds like two-step, like a bit like Rodney Jerkins meets Whitney Houston meets Destiny's Child.
Y'all need to take 2 steps and dunk that bitch. Get that shit up out of here, man.
It's like smoking some smoke and then playing it backwards and going real slow. That's how garage sound. It never picked up over here, but it's like that chop and screw house music.
Screwed up music. Okay.
I like that. Yeah.
Conti with some drums, heavy
You are
drums.
cracking me up.
That's why I wish we could play music, man.
I heard that shit in Houston when I went to Houston a long time ago. It was Mystical. I was like, I thought something was wrong with me. I was like, I'm high as fuck, man.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, that hit I can't speak for the whole of Tennessee, but that hit a little way. Chop the Screw hit a nice little wave. Well, we was like,
It had a moment in time. I ain't gonna lie, I was on that shit.
I need to
it
go
was
to
after
Tennessee,
burning.
man.
We was
Tennessee sounds
burning.
lit, man.
Yeah, we was burning CDs by then. Like I didn't get chopped and screwed until somebody threw it on my CD that I bought from them, and I was like, oh, okay.
I ain't gonna lie, but I used to love 8 Ball and MJG, man.
Come
I
on,
remember
man.
that.
Come
It was
on,
my
man.
dog. It was my
Shout
dog.
out Tennessee, man. Shout out
That
Tennessee.
trap
Man.
music. Is that where it come from, Tennessee?
You saying trap music?
Yeah.
It's
Space Age
associated.
Pimpin'.
No, they had
Space-
Arrested Development.
Yeah, that's
Oh, no,
but
yeah.
that was my band.
You gonna say
That was my
Arrested?
band.
They just
Hey,
had a
listen,
song called Tennessee. They wasn't from here.
that was my tune. That
Oh,
was
y'all
my
had
tune.
3 6
And Mr.
Mafia.
Wendell.
Yeah. We had 3
Yeah, I
6.
like 3 6
Nah, man, it's
all
8
day,
Ball
man.
and MJG. My time.
For real. Now they coming out hard. God, Jacob.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm talking about I'm young, but that was it, all of my big cousins. That was it. That's what everybody was playing was coming out hard.
That shit was hard, man. Come on, man.
Okay, so
Crunchy
Tennessee's near Alabama and Mississippi. That's what
Yeah,
you got crocodiles
in
down
the
there.
South.
Have you
Yeah,
got crocodiles in your state?
Nah, you gotta go
Alligators.
farther. You gotta go farther than
Alligators.
that. We no alligators and crocodiles in Tennessee.
My mama, Alabama. No, my papa, Alabama.
Tennessee don't
my
have
mama,
alligators?
Louisiana.
We don't, Bo. We
No.
don't.
Dang.
We don't really have. I thought alligators come with the ocean,
There
right?
was,
Where you got
there was a TV show where a man used
Mississippi?
to. There was
But
a TV show where a
just the
man used
ocean.
to travel on a boat with like a
Oh,
pan
that's
at the back of it.
lakes, man.
You
And
sure it wasn't
Blake?
New Orleans?
I forgot the name of the show, man. It was like a TV show, and he used to go down on all them lakes with the alligators and shit.
Yeah,
You
that
mean
was
like New Orleans?
Yeah, that was in Louisiana. My sister used to watch that show. Man.
Mississippi got alligators too, but
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was on another panel though, so I've been out the loop though. But I seen the topic though, man. I ain't know they freed Bill. That's crazy.
Yeah. You can't steal Bill.
That's
We ain't even know
crazy.
that shit no more. We ain't even know that. We ain't
Right.
talking about movies and shit.
Dang.
We done went somewhere else, but we can
Yeah.
always go back. Y'all know how it go. We can always go back
Nah,
to the
but-
topic, man. What's your thoughts, man?
Shout out to 8 Ball MJG, man. For real too though. I
Damn
mean,
right.
since y'all say that, since I came on some ADOS history, they don't know about Orange Mound and all that.
Yeah, man, that shit used to go sick when I was in.
Straight out
Come
of
on, man.
They don't even know about the historical context of Orange Mound and all that, black communities and whatnot. But anyway,
No, yeah, Orange Mound was a bad motherfucker.
you do your history on
Mike.
Orange Mound, it go deep.
Yeah, and brother Mike, you know it, bro. I'm still working, at a turtle's pace, but I'm still working on this Nashville Jefferson Street documentary about when we were segregated and we had to do and get for our own, man. Like we had a nice black community here in Nashville, bro.
I don't know as much about Nashville as I do about Memphis.
Yeah.
From
It's
a
more Memphis was more I guess part of the Chitlin circuit, if you would say, and the struggle and
Oh my God, Nashville!
Back record.
You're the home of country and western. I watched that TV show, Nashville. That's where they do all the country and western shit.
Yeah. I'm in Nashville. Nashville is the home of country music.
Country, yeah, they've got a famous bar down there, man.
But Nashville didn't have that real historical black impact. Like y'all ain't had the Robert Church and all. Robert Reed Church and all the black millionaires and all that back then.
No, Memphis.
Right.
Memphis was central. Was a central spot. Yeah.
Memphis.
For that.
I was walking in Memphis.
They had stacked
And just by the name,
I want to say Madam C.J. Walker was from Memphis too, wasn't she?
Kentucky.
I'm not sure.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I think Indiana.
Kentucky.
No, I was gonna ask y'all, how far is Brentwood from you, Warren?
Shit, Brentwood, what's that, Mike? 35 minutes at the most?
Yeah.
Okay.
40 minutes.
40 minutes. Okay.
40 minutes.
Is it real country? Because I heard I was heard about
They got
the
money.
church. Okay, that's what I thought because I heard about
It's
the church.
It's a white suburb.
Shit.
Springwood is a white suburb.
Yeah, I heard about the
Yeah.
church
The country
leader
music
there who
shit.
died.
Hey, but
Yeah,
about
the
the topic
country-
though, what y'all think?
The
I
country,
apologize.
the
Go ahead.
country music shit here, bro, is more of a facade that they're trying to keep popping, you know.
Really?
But the country music is really in what's that little town, Branson, Missouri? They done took
never
over
heard
Nashville spot. Country music, Nashville.
Nah,
They're just
man.
trying to hold on to it, basically. This shit
I
been
don't know
gone.
about that, Mike. I don't know about that, Mike. Cause you know
That's
when
where
I
they
had
got
my
guys from,
Studios
bro.
here.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that, Mike. Cause you know when I had my restaurant downtown, man, I used to meet people from fucking Russia with cowboy hats on. Like, yeah, we came
Yeah.
from Russia. We came from Russia to
Wow.
Nashville. The country music, we love country music. They old. They like, man, we've been listening to country music since the fucking 60s. And our bucket list was to come to Nashville to the Country Music Hall of Fame, buy us some cowboy boots and a cowboy hat.
Ain't Graceland around y'all way?
Yeah.
Listen, man, that little town, Branson, Missouri, before the fucking pandemic, they were making more money than Nashville off of country music. They had more live shows, they had the venues. It was set up. It's in fucking Missouri. That's where all the cowboys are anyway. It's close to them.
They got some weird names. Lebanon. They've got a place called Lebanon in Tennessee, and they got a place
No, it's
called
Graceland.
Graceland.
Graceland, right?
No,
Graceland
Lebanon.
in Tennessee. Oh, Lebanon.
I'm talking
Lebanon,
about
yeah,
Tennessee, bro. I'm talking about Tennessee. Lebanon is obviously a Middle Eastern country, and then they've got a place called Brentwood. There's a Brentwood in England. They got some international names for their places. A bit nuts.
Yeah, live
And I think-
us got the same names as your
Yeah, Norfolk,
area.
all this
They
stuff.
got shit called De La Casas after what's his brother fucking Christopher Columbus. They got cities named after him with little small towns.
Crazy.
Mhm.
They've even
Hey,
got a place
Bo.
called Manchester.
Yeah.
What was the music scene down there in your when you were coming up in them 80s and 90s? What was popping down in your region?
Booty Shaking, Poison Clan, Uncle Luke, Anchorhead,
Luke had it for a moment, man.
Luke,
Hey,
Luke.
I grew up in the Luke era. The Poison Clan, more so Poison Clan. Anchorhead, all of them. Man, we had a lot. Yeah. But basically, Booty Shaking over.
Hey, Luke, I used to buy his shit just for the covers, man. Them little cassette tapes and shit. All I wanted was the cover. They could have kept the whole tape. Just give me the motherfucker.
I had the poster on the wall.
Is that Missouri?
Yeah. I had the,
you're from
I had the
St.
next
Louis.
stairs I want to be poster on the wall.
Man, that shit was a classic one. I said, man, I don't even want the tape. Just give me that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Give it to me.
Luke was a shit. Luke Pop. I watched the Netflix. He's on one of them Netflix documentaries about rap history, man. That shit, that shit was big, man. That shit was big. That Florida shit was big, bro. And then they break down how a lot of other people stole or borrowed from Luke. You know what I'm saying? They was breaking that down. In
But Luke
I didn't
actually
know.
broke a lot of people, though, man. If you think about it, like if you think about everybody that Luke touched, talking about
95 South shit.
H-Town. I don't think 95 South was with Luke, though. 95 South was doing their own thing. But they was on that, the whole Florida was booty shaking back then. Though.
Yeah, they was on that vibe, though. That's what I remember.
That's Florida. That's the whole Florida. Except for when
Trick
you hit
Daddy
like around
was with
Panama City, that they get more into like Alabama type, country type Texas stuff. But from Jacksonville on down, yeah, he had H-Town, the R&B group. He had Pitbull,
Somebody
Pitbull now.
in the boots.
A lot of people don't know he discovered Pitbull.
I didn't know that.
I didn't even know that.
Do your research before Pitbull started singing this Spanish stuff. Pitbull was running around Miami with braids, braids and pullouts in his mouth. Man. Yeah. Pit from the hood. Pit used to be in the hood.
I know you like me. I know Pitbull's a don out
I
there,
didn't know that, Bo. I didn't know that.
Look up Pitbull old song. Damn It Man. He had a song called
Damn It Man. Yeah, but that's a big.
Yeah, when I first heard of Pitbull, he was
called Lollipop.
Yeah, he was a gangster type of dude, man. And I don't be listening to that type of music. And I seen him years later. I didn't even know who the fuck he was. I didn't even know that was the same Pitbull.
Yeah, but do
When
you
I
know
seen
what?
him years later.
You gotta put some respect on his crossover because that them
Right.
tunes there. When I get drunk in a club
Trick
and
Daddy, you know, he brought out
I hear
Trick
them
Daddy
beats
too.
there. You know what I mean? Trick
Luke,
Daddy's
Yeah, he
alright,
brought
but he's just nasty, innit?
Luke put
Nasty
Trick
old man.
Daddy on.
Yes, he
Now,
did.
okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I didn't know
Damn.
that, Bo. Now,
Luke got his
that's
hands on a lot of shit I ain't know about.
All of it.
Trick
Equiet,
Daddy
y'all
come out of
remember
that Slip and
Equiet?
Slide Records.
But he was with
Okay.
Luke first though.
Yeah.
Man.
He
Was
was
it
with Luke first.
Slide? Yeah. Yeah.
Before he got with Ted at Slip and Slide, he was with Luke Records. He had a song called
Okay.
Star. Yeah. Y'all remember Equiet? The chick
I don't.
she had a song Forever and Ever.
Yeah, I remember that
I
shit.
will always be there for you.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that, Bo. Yeah,
Oh
Bo.
shit, I think I remember that song.
That was like a one-hit wonder for her, wasn't it? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember shit else after that.
Yeah, that was like a local like star.
He was with
Man.
Luke too.
Yeah, she was with Luke too. Yeah, Luke
Damn,
logged
Luke.
all over.
What state are you banging on about, bro?
That's Miami.
Florida.
That's his
No,
thing.
it
Miami.
ain't Florida.
Oh,
It ain't
oh.
Florida. It's Miami.
That's Miami.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you gotta get that shit right.
Florida.
Yeah, he did say state though.
Bo.
Ain't no
It's
state.
Florida.
It's Miami.
So now you lot got the city girls, innit? They've only got one good song, but the rest of their music just sounds like pimps and hoe shit, man. That You Tried It Hoes record is hard. Who made the beat?
Who
I
you
forgot
said?
who made the beat?
What you talking
The
about?
City Girls.
Oh,
The City Girls. They got one. Nah, they got a couple beats, bro. They got.
I can't listen to that stuff. That's like listening to my little niece and them run around acting crazy. I can't.
Nah, but I'm telling you, they got a song called "You Tried It Ho," bro. They got a song called "You Tried It Ho." Yeah, and they're talking to the married wife.
You know,
they're
I
talking
listen
to the married wife. You know,
I grew up on the little Trina and all that. I grew up with Trina, so they like little Trina clones. To me.
Yeah, that's what they are. Exactly.
Trina's alright. She was right. She battled Eve the other day, innit? On Versus. She's alright.
Yeah.
She's calm.
Trina carved out her spot. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me tell you this, Bo. One quick story, y'all. One quick story, Bo. And I fucking damn, and I got some footage of this. I went to Slip and Slide Studios in Miami, man, when I was, I don't know, probably 18, 19, maybe 20. And I went down there, man, on some rap shit. We recorded in the studio. And bro, we was taking the engineer to his condo in
Who
Miami.
was with Ted? No, who was there?
My boy, it's Skip and Jay, but I think this dude was Skip. It was Skip. Skip and Jay. Skip was the engineer.
Oh, they was some engineer. Okay.
Yes. Skip was the engineer. That's
who was the
A&R?
You don't know who the A&R was?
I don't. We was just happy. We had built a relationship with a dude who was like, yeah, I'm an engineer at Slip and Slide Studios. So he invited us down. We go down there, bro. No bullshit, y'all. This is the time that I can officially say, well, I guess I got a good guess that we got pulled over by the hip hop police, bro. Like we was taking the engineer to his condo. We drop him off. When we leave his condominiums and pull up to that first red light, bro, 4 unmarked cars blocked us in. They was Magnums. This when Magnums and shit first came out. They was in like 3 or 4 Magnums, bro. Lights not on the outside, lights on the inside. And
that's
they
around the Pliers era.
Bro,
it's
close to the. Is that the Flamingo? Am I tripping? The Flamingo, I'm tripping. That's not right. That's not right, is it?
Flamingo is what? This Flamingo Street.
No,
what are you talking about? A hotel?
The condos, man.
Oh, the condos.
But anyway, bro, they jumped out on us, man. Tasers already in hands, bro. Jumped out on us, man. Searched the car, said we looking for drugs and guns. Searched the car, didn't find shit, bro, and let us go. I'm convinced that was the fucking hip hop police.
No, that was a regular. That was a regular Tuesday in Miami.
Regular day.
That was a regular Tuesday in Miami.
He said a regular Tuesday. And I'm gonna tell you the funny thing I thought they did. Like they pulled us out the car. I never had seen this before. I had been shook down by the police before, but I had never seen this when I seen it in Miami. He stepped on the back of my heel. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you doing, man? Why you on the back of my heel? He said, because you ain't finna run today. I was like, damn, they step on the back of your shoe so you don't run. I don't know.
They do shit different down there, guys.
Yeah, that's what I said. Bro, imagine you
If
pulling
you
up
ain't
at a red
spinning
light.
around.
Look, you pull up at a red light, look to the left, the car stops. The car to the right of you stops, and the car behind you stops. And they fucking open them doors and just point tasers at you from every side, boy.
Which studio you went? You went to the new studio, or
I don't know.
you went to the one that was on South Beach, or you went to the one
Yeah,
that was in the hood?
it was the one on
Because they had one in the hood and they had one on
it was
South
like
Beach.
one in the hood though. I ain't gonna lie, it did look like they had some plaques in there. But when you pull it up, you're like, yeah, this is a little small building. You know what I'm saying? The building didn't look like what I imagined Slip and Slide Studios to look like.
Yeah,
but
they had a good little run.
You know what I mean? They had the fucking plaques on the wall though. But yeah, man, Slip and Slide that shit, y'all. I'm sorry I had to tell my little story because that fucked me up that day. But yeah, Slip and Slide had a nice run. I came up on Trick Daddy, You Don't Know Now.
Yeah.
Up on that, man.
Man, I was gone. That was man. Shit had my brain gone at that time.
I had an older cousin who
being from Miami. Hey, Trick Daddy, I'm gonna tell you something. Trick Daddy, the only rapper, I say maybe next to DMX, that could be platinum rapper, top of the game, and would be standing at the flea market or just walking down. You'll just see, like, for real. I ain't never seen, for real. Trick Daddy was something else.
Trick
was something else. Trick fighting people in Popeyes, all type of stuff, swinging on niggas in Popeyes, platinum selling office.
Man,
that was
I can agree. I mean, I can agree, bro. We went one another time. We went down to Miami, man. We was just in the club, regular club, chilling, regular hood club, chilling. Trick walk in, man, and you could tell how the security was shuffling. That Trick didn't even tell nobody he was coming.
Yeah,
he kind of came. Security started shuffling. He bought a drink. Didn't sit in the VIP. He walked out there where we was at.
Yeah, that's Trick.
He just out there where we at. I was like, oh, damn.
Trick, the king of the city to this day.
I was about to ask you that. What's his standing in the city? Now that he an older cat, you know what I mean? OG in this shit.
Trick run Miami. I ain't gonna say he run it from the aspect of like he run it as far like running up on people or no gangster stuff, but like he running from the aspect the Trick can go anywhere in Miami by himself and be respected in any hood everywhere. Like he the only rapper from Miami that could say that. At his success, Flow Rider too.
That Love and Hip Hop money must be good as well because he's on that show too.
Nah, he got a restaurant. Trick got a
I know they was giving him bad reviews because he said Beyonce can't sing.
Man, you gotta wait in line 2 hours to get in Trick restaurant. They just talking.
Damn.
Them tourists that be talking like that. I'm saying in Miami, Sunday after church, you waiting in that line 2 hours just to sit down, just to get your food. Yeah, they love.
Trick. There was this group. There was a group called Co-Ed, and they had a tune "Something on You." Was they from Miami?
What's the name of them?
Co-Ed. It was 2 girls and 2 guys.
Co-Ed.
Yeah.
I don't remember them.
They had a song out in 2000. I'm trying to find out if they recorded in that studio that Boom went to. Yeah.
Nah, 2000 wasn't no rappers out of Miami.
I thought the city belonged to D Wade now, man. I thought he came down there
and took that shit over. Tourist, man. D Wade be on South Beach with them white boys and them other people, man. We ain't gonna say their names, but you know them people that done. He sacrificed his son to them people.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
But you know who the king of the city is off that team? Lamar Haslam.
Oh, Haslam a G, man. Yeah, that's the man. He do the work.
Haslam. He from my area. Udonis Haslam. He from my hood.
Man.
He the one that's.
I like Udonis. I like Udonis Haslam, boy. I like him. That's my guy.
I like him because he do the dirty work, man. He do the dirty work.
He born and bred in Miami though.
And let me tell you what I peeped though. I used to peep even when LeBron and Miami was on them crazy runs, man. I used to peep like the celebrities that was at the game. They would shake UD hand first most of the time.
He was from that motherfucker though. You know what
I'm saying?
He like king of the city. He run the city on that tip. Y'all, that team. Yeah, I remember when he was at Florida. When he was at Florida Gators playing. Oh man, the whole city was going crazy behind Udonis. Yeah, so he then had the city on his back. Man.
I hope Udonis coach, man. It's somewhere for him to coach if that's what he want to do.
If he wants to, yeah. I don't think he might have the patience. He been choke one of them little niggas out, man. But
a lot of them.
They were supposed to win more championships down there, though. You know that, right? Miami.
I heard
supposed to win.
Kawhi's supposed to be coming. I don't know how true it is. They say we might be getting Kawhi.
Now y'all don't need Kawhi. That motherfucker stay hurt. He on management and time management and all this shit. Y'all don't want that dude.
No,
Nigga, like I don't play on Tuesdays. Like he on that shit.
Another
Man.
weapon. They need something.
What's the y'all got that white boy Julio, whatever that nigga name. What that dude? He alright, like he gonna be something. But you know who surprised me while we talking basketball? The LeVar Ball kid, the youngest boy. I ain't know he had
what's his name? LiAngelo?
LaMelo or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
I ain't know he had that in him. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I ain't see that shit coming.
LeVar was just rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought LeVar told you his boys ain't gonna be played with.
And look, he told us, he said my youngest one gonna be the best. I was like, man,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all thought niggas thought LeVar was just rapping. I know. You know how many people hate to see that young dude ball just because they hate his daddy so much.
Yeah,
they were hoping for his failure. Hate to see a black man that confident in his son and be dead right.
Yep. I think that's why the oldest boy had a little problem because he had all that pressure on him. You get what I'm saying? He's still, decent player in the NBA, but that young one, something different, man.
He's still there. You get two out of three of your boys into the NBA. Come on, man.
You good? Hey, why you think his brand didn't pop off? Because he was trying to sell them bitches at $1,000 a shoe.
He said, "Fuck it, 500. Fuck it, go for the gusto, man. Go for it." He cashed out pretty nice.
You can't go against Nike now. He went. Then he went to talking reckless about them people. Like them people. That's down the Illuminati status right there. You can't just. You know what I'm saying? They'll shut your little shoe down. You try to go against them.
Man, they did. That nigga's shoes was high as hell. I'm like, man, goddamn, man. Like, give us a break. Give us a payment plan or something, nigga. We trying to help you. And you got them bitches starting off at $300. Man, we ain't got time for that shit.
It was $600. I vividly remember. They was $600 if you pre-order them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. He was on some bullshit for that.
That's the only criticism I have of them damn shoes. Who that is, Ross? Yeah.
Yeah. Now we ain't gonna chop this one down. Just a little black background. This my this is shit. Like I first little couple trips to Miami back in the day, boy.
So you was down there when Ross was.
Look at Rich. Is that you, Rich?
Come up. Yeah, that's me right there. I used to rap.
Boss of 16, fam.
Ross was slip and slide at that time, or he had them moved on.
He was coming. This way, he only song he had out was the Everyday I'm Hustling. That was the shit. That was popping.
He had left slip and slide by that time.
Looking like Easy E in the booth.
Yeah, man.
We got the fronts in and everything. Look at it.
Now that ain't me. That ain't me right there. That's my partner from Chattanooga. Okay. But look, let's go to Trick Daddy plaque. That was the Trick Daddy plaque right there in the background when my homie from Chattanooga was talking.
You lot should have made it, man.
We tried. We gave it a good push. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of the first ones. Actually, my homeboy still rap. See, that Trina platinum plaque right there. That's the homie Skip sitting at the computer right there. He got the real Florida dreads. Now this right here is when first time Rick Ross ever came to Nashville. First time ever. Only song he got is fucking Every Day I'm Hustling. And he knew us from that time we pulled up on him in Miami. He remembered us.
What year is this?
Fuck, let me look at the video.
2000, isn't it? Probably.
Yeah, that looked like 06.
Let's see.
No, that's about
07.
With them bracelets.
No, it's 07, y'all. December 22nd, 2007.
You can tell
Bo, you hit that shit right on the head down there.
No, you see that bracelet? You don't remember when everybody wearing them the Fruity Pebble diamonds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who that is? Briscoe right there behind him?
Yeah, it's Briscoe. It's the homie Briscoe. That's who kind of showed us around Miami, Bo.
Briscoe.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, we was happy. We fucked with Briscoe. Yep, E-Class. Yep. Before he was, I said before these people said these names in public. So we just look guys on the couch.
That's who run the city though. That nigga face.
E-Class.
Yeah, he's a gangster.
Yeah.
He's a gangster.
You lot down south are just more like you can get close to them easier.
That's who got Ross where he at right now.
Yeah. No,
Who
Ross
that?
shot at him.
Which one?
That look like
Hold on,
Lil
I'm
Wayne.
gonna show you the big guy right there. He got the
Okay.
black t-shirt across his
Right there, the
shoulder.
big ugly Haitian nigga.
Big boy, look, he
Oh, that
watching
nigga right there. That nigga like he
but look what he
smacking
doing.
nigga for no reason.
Hey, Bo, peeping. He watching us because Ross done let us on stage with him. He
You got on
watching us.
stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How the hell you got on stage? Did you have
Rick
management?
Ross, remember, all right, the homies I hang with are twins. You can really see them. They in the front. I stayed in the back. The two homies that I roll with right there, him right there, that's shaking his little lock. He got a twin brother that's on the stage. There goes twin brother with the black hat on by Briscoe. So they the twins, like they noticeable. They twins that rap, and we was in a group. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's easy to know. It's
I
easy to know the black twins that rap.
I just saw you with the baseball cap, brother. You're rocking.
Yeah, I remember that era. That's when they was still grinding then.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hard tune. That tune did boss everywhere.
This is one, and that was
that was one of the hardest rappers coming out of Miami though. If he ain't messed his career up, Briscoe. At the time, Briscoe was spitting so hard.
Cool dude. We spent most of our time in Opelika because we was fucking with Briscoe.
Yeah, that's
we
where
had a
hotel.
We had a hotel around that area. We spent most of the time, the days and shit in Opelika.
Yeah, that sounds like some kind of Spanish shit, right? Opelika.
Say what?
That sounds Spanish. Opelika.
It got a Spanish section. It got a Spanish part to it.
See, there you go, Opelika.
The backside of that's the Rolex. They changed the name now, boy.
Florida looks alright, huh?
That shit look good though, boy. That was the first time I ever seen a palm tree, Bo. I first seen a palm tree. That's how country I am, boy. I said, damn, boy, look at these palm trees, man.
Yeah, I'd go there.
Hennessy, that was a cool.
I remember Gutter TV. Gutter TV was one of them DVD things that used to get us blown up.
Hey, Rich, what they doing now, man? They still in the.
I follow Opelika on Instagram, man. He really, he rap. He still rapping, but he spent a lot of time with his kids. Yeah, I mean Briscoe. Damn, Briscoe. I said Opelika. Briscoe.
Oh, that's the name
Briscoe.
of the group.
No, the Briscoe is the guy.
That's on 27 right there. I know that still right there. That's on 27.
Oh, that's still right there. Yeah, I thought this was so dope, bro.
Gang.
Yeah.
I thought this was so dope. I'm holding the camera on
this
one.
APTs. They call them the APTs behind the apartment.
But that's some black empowerment there, man. You lot all went down there together and held each other.
Right, that shit look good, bro.
Hey, you know he caught a case, right? I don't know if y'all know he caught a case, right, where he had got robbed, and the dudes robbed him, right, and he took the stance against the dudes. So a lot of people backed up off him. That's why you ain't really been seeing much of him like on that rap tip. So
Briscoe.
This happened some years ago. Then after he told on the people.
Viral. You know he got the viral video of him getting robbed and shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he snitched on that case. Okay. He took the stance against the dude, and that's what killed his career. That's why Ross backed up off him a little bit. But as far as spitting, he was with Cash Money, all that. Cash Money had him.
It sure was.
Yeah.
For real. And salute to
I know you was looking for me. I'm in the hood.
Oh, he know about that? They know they playing that in Africa? How you know about that?
They played it BT shit. Back in the day. They paid up.
Rich, have you been to New York?
I haven't. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. I haven't. This is probably the most, you know what I mean? The biggest, like, you know what I mean? One of the biggest cities I've been to is
so
Miami.
What happened with the rap
in Atlanta?
What happened with the rap thing? What
Oh,
you just
see.
laid down with it? It fizzled
But
out.
then I start hustling, man.
That
And I
is
put
sick. I like that
hustling.
car.
I put
That car's
hustling over
bad.
music.
Them cars are sick.
You say what, Rich? What you
Jesus
say?
Christ.
I put hustling over music back in the day,
Okay.
bro.
Okay.
But Nashville, the music scene for rap were popping in Nashville, or you would have had to go to like Memphis to blow.
Now you had to go. Everybody from Nashville, you got to go off and get a cosign and come back. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them. Like
That's what I'm
you know
saying. You would have had to go like pop
Yeah.
off in Memphis first.
Yeah. And then Nashville's gonna jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah. So they gotta see somebody else fucking with it before they
Exactly. And then they're like, yo, that's my guy.
So how always is, ain't it?
He from my hood. But when you stayed in the hood, they ain't want to tell.
Niggas ain't want to fuck with you. Yeah.
Nah, if somebody from out of town say, man, you heard of him? They're like, yeah, we see him all the time. That's the thing about Nashville. You gotta, if you want to get it popping, you gotta be seen all the time, and to the point where people like tired of seeing you.
So Buck from Nashville, right?
Yeah.
So where he
Nashville's alright.
but he had to leave
Now
too.
with the country music, you could have.
Yeah.
With the country music, they're trying to bring it back to Nashville, isn't it? So,
Hey, who's that guy was people Young Buck? What's that guy name? The guy who made I'm gonna make the tribe great again. I'm gonna make the tribe great again. Remember that song?
Oh,
Who made that?
Cook up. You talking about Cook Up?
Yeah. You cook it.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was hating on Buck at first, and then I seen Tasha K put out something with Buck baby mama. Buck baby mama told the judge, like, man, I can't take it because he be knocking off all these punks in the house and all this.
Stop.
Hey man, come on, yeah, for real, come on, Buck. He from the city. He from the city, y'all. Come on, man. Come on, man.
He's still a legend now. He's still a legend. That Welcome to Cashville is still a legend. And that still was the hardest CD came out.
Good shit. I like it.
Hey, Rich, that's what's coming out. Coming out of Nashville, man.
That's what I said. I hate like hey, you know what's fun? Oh, real quick, fella. You know what's funny, God, Drake? You know I'd have had to have this conversation with yeah, come on, man. But you know, man, do what he do. That man do what he do. I'm gonna tell you this, like I always tell people, you can't take his rap ability away from him.
Yeah, that's true.
Do what he do, but
Juvie said when he see him, he knocking him out. Juvie knocking him out.
but rap is a young man's thing, isn't it? That's the bad thing about
he
rap.
could always rap. Even when he was first on the come up, was like, damn, man, he can fucking rap. He put out a local CD with him and his homeboy, and that motherfucker in this city is a classic. It's a classic, and that's before the Cash Money, G Unit, all of that shit. But I can't speak to what that man doing now, man. But I can speak for Nashville. I can speak for Nashville, man. That ain't what's coming out of Nashville, man.
Okay, but no, they can't take that from him now. They can't take that from him. At that time, Buck had the heart of the streets on lock with that Welcome to Cashville CD hit.
Yeah, he was out there buck breaking. He was out there buck breaking.
He was banging. He was stopping. He was stopping him, right? He was definitely stopping him.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, right?
I know where the name came from.
He just got caught. He one of the ones that got caught.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, man.
I'm saying,
have you got any of your?
Every city got them. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then they just get caught.
Yeah, they get caught, man. It's exposure season. Hey, this social media, this internet, hey, your ass exposed, man. Doing some bullshit, man. You'll be exposed, man. Quick.
You know, I'm from Miami, so they stay getting caught down here. and some of them you can't even say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Nigga be mass murderers, kingpin. You gotta whisper about it. You can't even really say nothing.
God damn, man. They said Buck.
So do you have a music video?
Huh?
Do you have a music video from back in the day?
A music video? Nah,
Yeah,
I never
like
shot. I
of you.
never shot a music video, bro. I never was in one. I never was in one.
Y'all ain't get on that little ozone circuit. Remember
What like the Ozone magazine?
Yeah.
We
remember that chick, it was a white chick that ran it. I forgot her name. My dog, because I used to hang with the nigga Breezy, but
Ozone was big, bro. We went to the Ozone Awards. We went to an Ozone party.
This chick name, man. It was a white chick, man. She came in the hood, man. She had that magazine. I don't know if she owned the magazine or if she just like found artists for it. Cool ass white hoe. Some post up and all. Ozone, that's who before they had all this social media. That's who promoting a lot of them like underground rappers, especially like down south.
Yeah, Ozone was the shit, bro. I'm telling you, we went to this was like when we was rapping, bro. You hitting the time periods on the head, bro. We went to the Ozone Awards. I think they had them in Atlanta one year. They had like 2. If you really do the history, Ozone had probably 2 or 3 awards. They did it every year. They had a nice run. Ozone had a nice run.
You was at the one. Remember when Trick and Ross had them perform, and Trick came up behind Ross and was like, "I'm the mayor of Day." That's when they were beefing. When they had the song with all them on it, and Trick just snapped for some reason at the award and threw the mic on the stage like, "Ain't gonna be but one mayor a day." Because hey, them niggas were crazy back then.
Yeah. I remember Ozone, man. Ozone had a nice list. That was the magazine era.
Yeah,
magazine that get the shit popping. At the end of the day, it was hip hop news and up and coming people getting that shit to the public, man. That's what Ozone.
Hot Daily and all that.
Hey, Pelu, what that DC scene looking like up there?
Them niggas go.
Yeah, I was gonna ask them if they still doing the go shit.
Yeah, that go music's catchy though.
Nah, that shit in the club to be, man. I went there one time.
Man, they dead serious about that go.
The go music don't end. The go music is never ending. What are you talking about?
That's in the club.
Yeah. No, that go stuff. That's what I grew up on. I mean, see, rappers new to DC, like they just started trying to rap, but back in the day, it was just nothing but go. Nothing but go. Nothing but it. Even to this day,
go shit, man.
Even to this day, like if a major artist come to DC, like if they don't book a go band, it's gonna be hard for them to get love. Not gonna get love out here if they don't book a go band to play with them. You got to book a go band to play with you. They got to open up for you or play for you. That's how this over here. The go scene is still popping.
That shit ain't gonna ever die out there, I guess.
Hey, so when you went to DC, hey Pelu, you always been like in the hood since you first came to DC?
Yeah,
you was born there or you was born in Africa?
I was born in Africa.
So how old you was when you finally moved over there?
2.5. I was only 2.5 years old.
Oh, so you pretty much raised up, but you never like got into like the African scene over there in DC, or you always hung with like the Katas?
Both.
Oh.
No, man. No, Pelu good.
Nah, it was both. It was both. Like I mean, I was more with Africans, but I live in the hood. I mean, it was both though. It was everything.
It was everything.
It was both. It was a Kata and African. I was a Kata and African.
So, Bo, have you been to Nigeria before?
Who, me?
No, Bo.
No, I've never been. I've never been to
Mr. Pilau. Sorry, I got confused. Mr. Pilau.
Nah, he's Sierra Leonean, I think.
Yeah, but he could have still got on a plane to. Have you been to Ghana, Nigeria, Egypt, Libya, the Congo, anywhere else?
Nah, I ain't been nowhere. I've been to Bahamas.
No, I'm talking about in the
where in the Bahamas?
Freeport. Hey, Freeport, Lucaya.
Yeah, that's right. That's right there by me. We got the boat. You could jump on there. You be in Freeport in 45 minutes.
I know. I was on the boat. That's what I got. I got on the boat. I got a boat from Fort Lauderdale.
You took the boat from Fort Lauderdale. Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale. I was on spring break, man. I had the best time of my life, man. I went to Fort Lauderdale, went to Bahamas, and came back to Miami. Hey. That was the best time I had in my life.
Freeport.
Oh my God.
Hey, listen, you be seeing all these tricks on YouTube talking about Dominican Republic and Sosua and all that. Dog, Freeport so live.
It is. It's
Yeah,
live as a.
man.
It's the best thing I had in my life. That shit's live as hell. I was in
Dope.
3.0. This shit was
Yeah.
live as hell.
Yeah, Freeport
I heard
Live.
that they was killing tourists in Florida. That put me off. 'Cause I remember
Hey,
one
Bo.
time watching the news, and it's like, don't go to Florida. If you go to the hood, they'll shoot you in the head.
No, that's
Nah.
tourists. That's tourists
Yeah.
killing other tourists. Whenever you see somebody get killed on South Beach in Miami, I promise you, it's a tourist. You'll see the next day, oh, they looking for somebody from New York or whatever. People from Miami don't shoot people on South Beach. We wait to catch you in the hood. You don't
In
see
the
that.
70s, there was like a whole crack fucking business going down there. They was
Oh,
shooting
you
people
talking
up
about
on.
you talking about in the early 90s.
Man, you've been watching
I'm
Miami
talking
Vice.
Not the 70s. In the early
Nah, bro,
90s.
I'm talking
In the
about
early
there was a
90s, we
woman.
was robbing tourists.
There was a female gangster in Miami, and she used to go around and shoot up all these men, and it was like murder everywhere, bro.
Yeah, he talking about Griselda Blanco. Yeah, he watching
Yeah, Blanco.
Hey, Bo, before Palu, before I get out of here, what y'all think about the Bill Cosby shit? I'm gonna get y'all spiel on this shit.
Oh, I can't wait to see some of them dirty ass hoes that was talking bad about Bill, what they got to say now that he out. I want to see what they talking about on The View and all them other that had done sold out Bill. That was talking
So
crazy about him.
He's like fully acquitted.
DL Hughley and all them. I want DL Hughley to get canceled.
It was vacated.
They need to take him off. He need to
Yeah,
get
DL
canceled.
Hughley, yeah, he was wrong for that. I mean, goddamn, like he
Yeah.
was talking real reckless.
The other
I don't even
dude-
like him no more, man. DL,
Hannibal Buress.
He's too part of. I don't like
part of
DL.
the go along, get along game.
Yeah, he
DL's
is.
got a disabled. He's got a disabled son. I think he's got a disabled son and a lesbian daughter in it. So he's mainstream now, isn't it? So, yeah.
That's the reason why he got a lesbian daughter, because he's too mainstream to begin with. That's why he raised her. He raised her like that.
All right, louder brothers, man. Louder brothers, man.
Nah, man. Sometimes brothers gotta get rebuked though, man, because he be coming off like he pro-black, but he be I ain't vibing with DL, man. Something wrong with that. That nigga off on something. I just can't put my
He's
finger
part
on.
of the system. Like he's totally sold. He been sold. Look at the way he talk about shit. Like he's totally part of the agenda. He's totally part of the agenda.
Y'all been up on that Kwame Brown
Man, that nigga be
brother?
going in. Yeah.
Yo, that nigga, so he the truth.
I'm telling you.
He the truth.
He be on Stephen A's ass.
Man, anybody could get it. Hey, ain't no telling who he might wake up tomorrow and just call out, but he don't be hating though. It be the truth though.
Who did he got? He done got Boyce ass. He done got Stephen A.
What?
He done got CB4.
CB4,
Becky with the good hair.
Becky with the good hair. Charlemagne, lesser charge.
He stay on that. Oh my God.
Charlemagne, lesser charge. Get on Diddy the other day. Man,
He got on Diddy?
Yeah.
I ain't see that one. What the fuck?
with that gay stuff.
Oh.
So
yeah.
Bo Diddy, yeah. You're from
Say-
Miami, yeah. That means that you can get quick flights in and out Miami, yeah. So
Right.
that I'm sure you've traveled a lot. Like I'm guessing you
Caribbean,
have
not
to.
the continent though. The Caribbean.
Bro,
not the
you must
continent.
have been to the Dominican Republic. You've got to have been to Havana, Cuba. You have to have gone to these places.
No, I
Cuba
tell you,
just opened up, man.
It's hard to get up to Cuba because I mean that's a recent thing. The Cuba thing is recent.
You could
I'm
always
saying, I'm
flew
sure
there. You
you've
just
got
gotta
like a-
book. You gotta
I'm sure
book a
you can get
connecting flight to get
on
to
a day
Cuba.
trip. I'm sure you can get a day trip on a boat, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Look how close you are to the. You're flipping.
I'm gonna tell you
close.
where I've been. I've been to DR before all this, before like all this hype.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Bahamas,
Yeah.
Belize,
Yeah. Fire. Go on.
and Antigua, and Jamaica.
Antigua, shut up. You're a show off. You're a fucking.
Hey, how was Belize?
Yeah, how's Belize? I want to know how Belize is like.
In what regard?
Like
Everything.
To Antigua.
Yeah, like on some nigga shit. Tell us.
It's hood. We put it like that. Belize
All
City
right.
hood. Belize City
I
hood.
know Belize has a high gun ownership rate. They got a high gun ownership rate. Everybody's strapped.
Lord Ash, heard this.
They
heard
got
this- I'll tell you
gang.
something
That shit
quick.
gang related.
I heard they got a lot of gangs down there.
That
That's what my homeboy.
That
A
shit
white
like you
American
in.
woman.
That shit like you in
killed-
Compton.
Listen to this. A white
Yeah, them
American
niggas
woman.
Crips and blood.
Hear me out. A white American woman that married.
Belizean too. You know that, right? A lot of LA niggas are Belizean.
Bro,
Right.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
Belize.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
In Belize, a black police officer got shot in the head by a white American woman who was married to Lord Ashcroft's son, some like politician in
You know
Britain.
who the fuck you talking about? Lord Ashcroft.
Basically, she killed a blonde woman, killed a black police officer, and they may have been fucking in Belize. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is a bit of a dodgy place.
You know, okay, what you got mainland, and then you got like the Keys, like you got Cape Caulker, you had Ambrosia back then, and you had I want to say San Pedro. That's where like all the in Placencia, that's where like all the white people be, but it's like little islands that they be on. But then you got mainland Belize City. They don't really come into Belize City, but back then, no, that's when the white dude who you just seen, John McAfee, back in the day.
And that was a good movie. The Gringo movie, that Gringo movie, the documentary, the Gringo.
I didn't see that, but he was in Belize and had killed his neighbor and all of them. They kind of, hey, it's live over there. You got to go over there though.
No, documentary. It's called Gringo. They the whole case and everything.
You got to go in September. You got to go in September. September, that's when it be
if I went
popping.
to Belize, something would happen to me. I ain't going there, bro.
No,
because even you spoke about John McAfee, so that's two mad things.
But
plus
they on the island,
bro. The British Army's there doing all mad shit as well, so I ain't going there, bro.
Yeah, all right, y'all. Hey, peace to the panel, man. I'm up out of here, man. I catch y'all on the flip side.
Yeah,
peace, man. Peace.
Yeah, but that's mostly, but that's on them islands where all the white people be at. But in September, that's when like Independence Day is. Then you got the Settlement Day. They got something else called Settlement Day. That's like in the other part when like the Garafunas do their thing. So like that whole month of September going into November be lit.
Bro, do you even get snow? You don't get snow where you live. My man's coming on YouTube to boast and tell everybody he's got sunshine all 365 days of the year and going Belize, Jamaica, and Antigua. Hey,
yeah, Bahamas.
You're doing too much.
45. Hey, Pelu, tell him, 45 minutes, man, on the boat for $20.
No, I don't know, but our boat ride was longer though. I don't know, maybe they're trying to be scenic. I don't know. My boat ride a little bit longer. I had that little boat. I had a boat ride, but the boat it was off the chain though. I ain't gonna lie, man. You get on that boat from Fort Lauderdale, and Bahamas, Freeport was like that. It was like that. Booze cruises.
Well, on the ferry. Well, since the ferry moves slow, so on the ferry it's gonna be about 2 hours. It ain't gonna be no more than 2 hours.
Yeah,
something like that.
From the ferry. From the ferry, if you take that slow ass ferry, but you could take a boat.
I was in a slow
like if you got a homeboy with like a regular like 24 footer with a regular 24 footer and you gun it over there, you get there about an hour and some change, 45 minutes if you got something that can open wide up.
All right, Bo Diddley, have you ever seen snow before?
Yeah, I've seen it before. Not in Miami though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Where did you see the snow?
In New York, Georgia. I seen it.
So you be in New York as well then, yeah?
Yeah.
These fly niggas with money trying to act like
you know that golden. I mean, that's that. I mean, a lot of the average person in America. Even if you're not rich, right? The average person in America that been to a cruise around the Caribbean. That's just regular.
that's not regular for me, man.
Yeah, that's about 300. That's about 300 from Port Everglades.
In America has been on a cruise around the Caribbean. It's like a regular thing that people do in America.
No, from Miami.
Most of America have been on the Caribbean.
No. That's not the average American person. They ain't really trying to go there.
Oh God. Okay, the average American person who works at your local Marshalls, TJ Maxx, has gone on a Caribbean cruise. Yes.
You don't have to be rich to do that type of stuff over here.
Yeah, but where I'm from, that's like £2,000.
You don't have to be that.
Your average guy who works at a local grocery store, who works at your local Trader Joe's, it has gone on a Caribbean cruise before. It's like there's nothing to
But
go on a
he
Caribbean.
didn't drop it like it was a cruise. My guy, Bo, wasn't saying it like it was a cruise around the Caribbean. He said he went to Antigua, the Bahamas, and Belize. So that's like
Hey,
direct
look,
trips as far.
hey,
I'm not sure.
look, spring break for 3.
When you do a cruise,
spring
when you
break.
do the
Look.
cruise, you're only
Hey, look,
you're only
I
off the ship
was
for
on
a small
spring break,
period of
right?
time.
For $300. Literally, I was in Bahamas for 5. I was in Bahamas for 4 nights, and I had a cruise there and a cruise back for $300.
But that cruise don't cost that much. It only costs like $100 to take that ferry from Fort Lauderdale to Freeport.
Hey, dog,
Yeah, I'm going Miami.
Bo. I said I was there 4 nights. The 4 nights and the cruise only cost me like $300. I was on a spring.
Yeah.
I was on a spring break special. I was in college. I was on a spring break special. I was in.
So
I mean,
have you been to?
I wasn't in like a nice place in Freeport. I was in a cheap ass motel in Freeport, but it was spring break, so ain't nobody give a shit. Ain't nobody give a shit.
Khalid, yeah.
Where you went to Howard?
Now with a Morehouse.
How comes you ain't been to Liberia?
I ain't been over there. I ain't even been to Sierra Leone since I left.
Nah, that's not good. And you're going to the
Okay,
Caribbean on
it's
boats.
like that. Everybody got their circumstance. No, I'm eventually gonna move to Sierra Leone. I'm gonna move to Sierra Leone.
No, but I'm saying you need to be going there at least once or twice a year.
I'm gonna be moving there. No. Everybody got their life path. My life path. I've had to do certain things. I've gone astray certain ways. I've done this certain things. Everybody got the life path. You can't say my life path.
You just book a 2-week holiday for work.
Everybody got what's bothering them. Everybody got what they got to handle in life. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about y'all in the UK though, it's easier for y'all to go to Europe because from the US to Africa, for y'all to go to the continent that it is for us. For us, that's almost like a 24-hour flight, 20-hour flight.
No, not from Miami. Miami is
it's not that many direct flights. Like for example,
it's not many direct flights.
To go to Sierra Leone, you have to first go to Europe. There's no flight to Sierra Leone. The only way to get to Sierra Leone
is Spain, isn't it? You just go to Spain.
Something like that.
You go to Spain on Avianca, and then you transfer from Spain into that continent.
But you're still in the air almost 20 hours.
No, it's a 7-hour flight. What are you talking about? Then you transfer. And you could spend the day in Spain.
Not from America, man.
You could spend the day in Spain or Portugal and then fly the next day or 3 days in.
But think about the average American. You only get about 2 weeks vacation time to make that happen. So now you spending 2 of your whole day that you going on vacation. Let's say you go for 10 days. So really 2 of them days you're gonna be in the air. So people be like, man, I'd rather just take this 2-hour flight and go to the Dominican Republic or go to Cuba.
Yeah, but that's not the same. Are you from Nigeria?
It takes 3 hours to go to Colombia.
No. Okay, the people want to go to Africa. Go to Africa. The people want to go to Africa. Don't compare myself to the average person. I have my life. I haven't gone because of specific reasons of things I have to get together in my life. That's my personal thing. You know what I'm saying? That's
not saying to Bo Diddy. Bo Diddley, are you from Nigeria?
Me?
Or Ghana? Yeah.
I'm ADOS.
Oh, sorry. I thought from the hat that you was wearing in the picture that you was from Nigeria. Sorry.
That's Damon Wayans.
That's Oswald Bates.
Oh shit! I thought I recognized the face. All right, no problem.
That's Oswald Bates.
So why are you talking about going to Africa if you're saying you're ADOS?
Who said I'm going to Africa? I ain't going to no Africa. What's in Africa?
You might like it though, you know. You might find a nice African
I may go. It depends on like. I'm gonna tell you my thing with Africa though. Like I'm not into all the other stuff. Like it seemed like for like a Black American, when a Black American go to Africa, or you talk about Africa to a Black, like they talk about a whole bunch of extra other stuff. Like I ain't into all that ancestor stuff and all the hotel type Pan-Africanness, like going to look at slave dungeons and all that. Like if I travel, No, I ain't doing none of that. I'm just trying to travel and go hang, something like that, and just go hang out and get drunk for a little bit and just, you know what I'm saying?
You
like
drink. Just go to South Africa.
Can I just be a tourist? It seems like it's a lot of pressure on Black Americans who travel to Africa.
I just gave you the answer, brother.
It's like,
Brother, I gave you the answer. Go to South Africa. It's westernized.
hey,
Go to South Africa.
That's
that's
what
on
I
my
heard.
bucket list though. That's
That's
on my
crazy
bucket
you
list
said
though.
that,
I gotta
Red.
make it there though.
Somebody else told me that too. Somebody was like,
It's
bro,
very, it's
Because
very.
get your feet wet.
South Africa was run by whites until 1994. It was white run into 1994. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's on my
I
bucket.
didn't know that.
Hey, but Rich, hey
Yeah,
Rich,
that's what
you
apartheid
Yeah.
is.
notice that though, Rich?
What?
You notice that though, like a black American can't just go to Africa just like as a tourist and just hang out. Like people
They
like
can.
be having these
They can.
unrealistic expectations on you or reasoning for you going. Like, oh, you going to connect it to with the ancestors. It's like, man, I ain't.
Nah, hey, you
Listen,
that, boy.
I mean, it depends on what you going over there for, right? I think a lot of that we can set up here in America. It's like, what we going over there for? Am I going over there just to be a tourist? Because I've seen black Americans go over there and do that. But then you see certain black Americans, it's like, yeah, I done connected with some people and I'm going to go over there and talk to my ancestors and find the ancestors or whatever. It depends on what you doing at. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if I never get no connections to Africa, then I'm just going as a tourist.
you lot sound hilarious. And the thing is, you're being serious. Look,
No,
the
it's
minute you
not.
step off the plane, the minute you step off the plane anywhere in Africa, whether it's South Africa, that's the majority white, or Egypt, or Morocco, or wherever the fuck, you're going to be connecting with the ancestors, point blank. You don't have to go to a dungeon. You don't have to climb a tree like a monkey. You don't have to do none of that. You just need to just go in it. Like, what's the point? Like, you just put down your money, you all
That
work,
because you
you
have
can
a
just.
psychological thing. You have a psychological thing. If you don't have a psychological thing saying I need to be in Africa and I have a feeling, because see when you went there, you satisfied a preconceived notion that you already have in your head.
No, I'm not saying anything like that. Pilu. I'm just saying going to predominantly black countries is nourishing for your soul and for your spirit, and it's good.
Hey, look,
So I'm saying,
I went to the Bahamas. It was the only thing was nourishing about that is that we was partying like a mother. I was partying in the Bahamas. That's a
yeah,
black
but
country.
you Americans,
Partying that,
when you Americans go Central and South America, you literally turn certain parts of the place to an American kind of zone. So when I was in Colombia, I noticed that a lot of the Americans they kind of stick together and they don't really leave each other, and they go all to the same clubs, they stay in the same hotels, and they
okay,
don't mix.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So okay, so do British in Ibiza. So do British in wherever they go for the holidays in Ibiza wherever they go to.
I
That's how
don't
they.
Hey,
go to no
you know
Ibiza.
what's funny though?
What do you
You know what's
what
funny?
do you take me
You know
for?
what tripped me out though? Let me say this because, and I ain't saying that you saying it now, right? But a lot of people say it like, oh, you gotta go to Africa to connect with us. Like, dog, like you just say, like when you go to the Bahamas, when you go to Belize, like it's black people everywhere.
Oh,
Like
come
you
off
ain't
it,
gotta go
brother.
to Africa to like be around black people.
No,
I
but
can
you're
go.
not. No, stop. Listen, no, you're saying twisting it all up. Yeah,
No,
Africa
no,
is.
not what you saying. I'm not saying you said that.
I'm
I'm
just
just saying
saying.
in
Look, bro.
general.
If I said to you to go to Italy, you'd be like, "Oh, Italy, man. Oh, yeah. What the
No,
ladies like over there? Oh my
not
God, yeah.
me.
They got their
Not
clubs.
me.
You know what I mean?" But like the minute I say Africa,
Nah,
it's like, "Oh wow, 2 weeks
nah.
holiday," and
I
then
have,
God,
I
24
have
hours to
no,
fly. That's when the
I have
excuses
no
come up.
desire to go to Italy. None at all. No
No, but
desire to
I'm
go
just
to Europe.
saying, it
Period.
just came across like excuses.
Yeah,
I'm saying, and Africa, I'm gonna go. I'm saying I want to
yeah,
go
yeah. I might.
I might take some pictures and show you like how good it is. My mum went. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? My
I
mum
might
went and
check it out. It just never, be
mum.
honest with you, until YouTube came around. Like even I knew Africans on the streets, and they wasn't. They was more like Pelu. They wasn't talking about no Africa that much. But
Yeah,
it just
because
never
they
was like until I came on YouTube and started hearing people like Africa never like really
look.
like
Let's be realistic, brother. Yeah,
it never really
people.
crossed my mind. And
Let's
you'll
be
be
realistic.
surprised.
Yeah,
You'll be surprised how many African Americans in America never even gave. And this ain't like disrespectfully. It's just like Africa never even like come up in a conversation over here.
but that's
Like,
what I'm saying. Let's be realistic here. Yeah, a lot of people that's
hey, ain't that
migrated.
true, Palu? Is that true,
No, no,
Palu?
no, no.
Like I said,
Let me just
Africans don't come in
respond.
with no agenda. You know what I'm saying? We don't come in with no agenda. All we come here to do is try to get a footing in America, try to get a job, try to get our
Exactly.
papers and survive. And we're not coming with an agenda.
Listen, you're also forgetting that there's some kind of some countries are in political turmoil, innit? So a lot of
Right.
people are escaping maybe like assassinations, murder. Maybe some people cannot
So
return because if they return to their village or to their city, then a hater's going to chop their head off. So you don't know that people's personal reasons,
you
like
African?
how what the hell? Like I told you where I'm from. I'm Caribbean, isn't it?
Oh, no, I can't. I thought you were African. I thought you was a dude that was calling me the African hater.
No.
Oh,
But what I'm trying, why do people
That was
don't get
Harry.
me?
That
I'm
was Harry,
different.
probably the other guy.
Yeah,
It
but like
sounded,
what I'm
oh,
it
trying to say,
sounded.
no. Like, let me just make my point, brother. Let me make my point. So my point is this: year, I'm not going to look at someone who's come to Britain from Africa and judge Africa and that person because that person could be related to a politician, a higher class politician who couldn't get votes, and then the whole country turned against that politician, and now they've come to Britain with a good standard of money and life, and I'm going to judge the whole of Africa based on their politics. When if I went by myself with my own money, I might actually like it, whereas they might not be able to go back because they're running away from something. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like I can go back to Jamaica because my family didn't do any fuckeries in Jamaica. I've got my granddad's got a yard out there. I've got aunt that lives out there. I've got cousins out there, so I can touch down in Jamaica. I don't have to pay for a
what part
hotel.
of Jamaica you from?
What's the point
That's
though?
giving too much information. You know what I'm saying? Too much
Why?
information for the
Why is it
people
different
because
information?
there's
Okay. I know about Sierra Leone from. I'm
because
from Freetown,
this
Sierra
ain't the
Leone. I'm
time
from
and the place.
Freetown.
Yeah, but I'm from an
Why that's too
island.
much
Yeah,
information? Why is so much information? What town you from? Why that's too much information? That's strange.
because you don't need to know. You don't need to know the
Yeah,
precise
you know.
location
But
of
where
my
in Jamaica
my
you
people.
from?
Because they be talking crazy on these panels about white supremacy and all that. They got-
Yeah,
Yeah,
they be talking crazy and where I'm from, and they'll be
where you
trying to
from?
get
Okay,
your
I see
address.
where I'm from.
Today, someone tried to get my address from the internet and told me that they know where I
Okay.
live just from me being in a panel. So listen, like
No, I said
it's
where
not
part
saying
of
it to
Jamaica
be.
you from.
But hear what I'm trying to explain to you. Listen to what I'm trying to explain to you. I am Caribbean, so I've got a mixture of Caribbean identities in it. End of story. Yeah. But my point is, I can go back. We didn't run away from political turmoil. It wasn't like we was asylum seekers running away because my uncle or my granddad was a
Hey,
politician.
most people
Or
immigrating here
you know
that
what
are
I'm saying?
asylum seekers neither. The Africans immigrating here just want to be here. They might make a fake story like I'm not gonna say their names of people, but I know some people that made whole fake stories in the newspaper. They paid the newspaper in Sierra Leone to say they have some political problems just so they get some papers in America.
What
I've
the
seen that.
hell? You're
I've
silly.
seen that.
No,
I've seen people pay
but you're
newspapers
not like
in
that.
Sierra Leone to
Honestly,
have a fake news article that they're somehow beefing with the government
but
just to get papers in America. I've seen that.
yeah, but your situation's original to you, and you got a different situation. And when you explain it, people understand it, and they get down with it, innit? And maybe one day you can get a group of us. You can be like a tour guide for us, and you can get us all of the people to come down with our cameras and film the beach or whatnot and have a good time, have a barbecue or do a flipping rappers festival. I don't know what the fuck. You could do a big event. You could be the leader
I'm not
of the
about to do all
YouTube
that.
community.
When I go, I have a Pacific mission when I get back. I have a Pacific mission when I get back.
Say that again.
Then when I go back to Sierra Leone, I have a Pacific mission. I'm not gonna do all that.
I'm just
hey,
saying, but I'm
hey,
just
you
giving a
seen the
suggestion, innit?
you seen the African Americans they gave citizenship to in Sierra Leone?
Yeah,
You seen that Pelu?
Yeah. I seen
it's
that.
easy to get it. Yeah, it's easy to get it. But my point is this: from what I know from in my where I am, yeah, the people that seem scared to go back to Africa, because you get ones that go back every now and again, every 2 years or every year, but the ones that are scared to go back or don't talk about Africa, a lot of them have got reasons not to go back there, that they could have been criminals.
Okay, what's your
Like I
point
said,
though, man?
my point is that don't judge Africa based on the people that you're meeting
Okay, we're
outside
not.
of Africa.
Right.
We're not.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I get what he's saying,
Because
but
I did that in the past, and then when I realized what I was doing, it's like there's a reason why they don't talk about their culture or they don't talk about where they're from because they're in pain. They're literally like heartbroken. They can't go back. Whereas I can go back because I didn't do anything bad. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think a lot of Africans want to go back though. The ones I meet in America, like you got some that do, but a lot be like, man, go back for what?
Exactly. That's what I was trying to describe to you. I was trying to give you different examples of why someone
Right.
would have that
But not because
mentality.
there's something messed up. It's not because there's something messed up. It's because they might have lost a lot of stuff. Like for example, like my parents lost a lot in Sierra Leone. They don't want to go back because they're sad about all the stuff they lost, and they don't feel secure.
Yeah,
But it's not
that's what I
about they
mean.
didn't do nothing to nobody. It was just war. It was war happened. So it's like it's like they don't like how the cities become. They don't like how it's become nasty and overcrowded. And all the people from the country came in and they came into the slums, and now it's all slumish and stuff. So it's like some people just heartbroken about the situation. And when they came over here, the all it was like is, you know what? That's in my rear view. That's in my rear view. You know what I'm trying to say? That's in my
Yeah,
rear view.
so
I'm
you
from
just
there, but
said
that's my
what I
rear
said.
view.
You
I'm
just
gonna
said
make a
what I
new life
said.
for myself.
You just
Some
said
people
what
just
I
come to
said.
make a new life. They just come and say, I want
It's
to
the
start
same
over and make
thing
a
that
new
I
life.
said. It's the same thing I said.
No,
You just said
but
what I
that
said.
is messed up. But still, I still don't get the whole spiel. It was like a long, it was like a whole long spiel, like just to say, go
No,
to
because
Africa.
there are criminal. Look, there's criminal activities that people get. Look, it's just like in America within the hood. People sell drugs.
It's not
They
about
do
criminal
shit. They
activity
try.
most times. It's that people want to start a new life. Not that they did
Nah,
criminal
but you
activity.
keep chopping. You keep trying to chop me down, bro. You keep trying to
It's
chop
not,
down
but
my
that's
point.
not true. The majority of people here, they just come and start a new life because they want to get a new footing. They want to get a new, it's a
Nah,
new
but you
world.
can't just chop me off
People
like
come
that,
to
brother.
America. When people come to America, they come. It's like America. We call it. That's what they call the new world. Because people come and build a new
Brother,
life. That's what people do.
I'm talking about the globe. I'm not just talking about America. I'm talking in general. There's a lot of people
Okay, never mind,
trying
man.
to,
Oh man.
bruv, it's facts. There's people, look, some people come to a new, leave their past behind and don't want to go back because they've done stuff that they can't go back to. It's simple as. You know what I'm saying? That's why if we speak to someone, sometimes I say to them, have you been back? And if they say they've never been back, I'll look at them suspicious. Like, raw, who did you stab? You know what I'm saying? Or who the fuck did you rob? You know what I'm saying? But if they say they can go back or they plan to go back, then it's calm, innit? But that's just how I am when I talk to people that's from somewhere else. I just say, "Oh, you're gonna go back?" If they're acting too funny about it, then I won't ask them again, innit?
Hey, I'm about to go back right now. Come back later. I'm about to go back. I'm about to go back. I'm about to go. Yeah, come
Hey,
back.
they Muslims, they Christians, or they Muslims in Sierra Leone?
It's
Or
75% Muslim, 25% Christian.
what? Don't you mess with Muslims?
Yeah, it's
Me,
about
I
75%
try.
Muslim.
You know, not that I
You
don't
don't
mess
like
with them, but
Muslims.
I try to
You don't like them. Avoid them.
not that I try to avoid them, but I don't really want to travel to a Muslim country. You know, I like baking. You know what I'm saying? I like stuff like that. They got a lot of rules.
You know,
So
it's
I don't
Sierra
want to
Leone.
be.
Oh,
I
God,
don't.
you're too
Can you
much.
hear me?
I
Can
don't.
you hear me? Hey, bro.
Everybody say like
Hey,
bacon.
bro. Can you hear me?
She
Can
likes
you hear me?
bacon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, Pele.
Oh, okay, yeah. I told you, but like 25% of the population is Christian, and not all the Muslims are religious. Like Muslims are
Bro,
like not all Muslim. Okay, I'm not condoning. Don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning the Muslims who drink, but a lot of Muslims drink in. I'm not condoning it, but a lot of them still drink. A lot of them still.
bro,
Oh, okay,
you're
like
more
for example,
concerned about the bacon than the
for example,
Muslims.
like most Sierra Leone smokes a lot of weed. Sierra Leone, they like marijuana over there. It's a marijuana country. Everybody they be
Look,
burning like
and
crazy over
notice
there.
that no one's spoken about the African chicks. People more concerned about bacon than the chick.
Oh no,
You know
no.
what I'm
And
saying?
our chicks are the baddest in the world though. We have the most beautiful women in the world. That's a fact.
Do they have
We have
kids? Or sexual health in it?
but I don't like what I see. I'm gonna tell you what a lot of dudes do, especially in America. When Sierra Leoneans who come settled in America, when a lot of times when the guys go back to Sierra Leone, all they do is go for like sex tourism. They be paying all these little girls and have it's too much little girl prostitution in
Yeah,
Sierra.
I
That's
ain't
what I don't like.
going. I
I'm
ain't
gonna
going.
cut out.
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
going.
stop this.
That's what they be doing in Gambia and all that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
even Sierra
going.
Leone too. That's
I'm
all the
not going.
expats. All the
I'll
expats
go
who live in
South
America
Africa. I'll
go
go
back to
South
Sierra Leone
Africa.
and just little
Because
girls.
there's a Christian charity in England called Oxfam, and they had these 65-year-old retired racist old white men that were going to Africa and to Cuba and Dominican Republic and sleeping with kids. And now the charity is trying to stay open by being woke and employing blacks and LGBT and all that. just trying to keep the charity open, but they need to get shut down. You know what I'm saying, because they're recruiting people to do charity work, and they're going out to do sex tourism. It's disgusting. And I can't go to a country where they don't protect the children. I ain't doing it. I'll go to South Africa.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. Like when I be listening to a lot of dudes talk about moving back to Africa, that's what I be thinking in the back of my head. I be like, man, this nigga just want to, because you could tell like when a dude mentality, and I'm talking about just from the YouTube perspective, and they be like, oh man, you get two wives, African women, they treat their man like this. I be like, man, y'all just want to go over there and buy you a wife, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I be seeing it. Cause when I look at them, like they don't be messing with no African chicks that got money. Like you messing with a broke African. Like I'm not gonna go to Africa and start dating no broke chick from the village. You know what I'm saying? And I be feeling like them type of dudes that'll do that is like the sex tourist type and be.
But they've got a serious issue of HIV out there as well, and rape, especially in South Africa.
Now, hey,
So you
HIV
can't-
is not that bad though. We don't have an HIV like that bad though. Like some other places do.
BT was doing a big program about it. They had a whole soap opera based
That's the
in
first
South
lady.
Africa
That's the first
about
lady. When you
HIV.
passed the first lady.
And
You passed the last
fake
picture. Had the
sex.
that's the first lady.
Let me see her.
That's the first lady. The lady right there. That's the first lady.
Yeah.
That's the president's wife.
What's the main hustles out there though? Like to get money, like that Sierra Leoneans that go back over there do.
Fishing.
I mean, that's a good question. That's a good question. I mean,
like your parents' friends, like you know, like the type of Sierra Leoneans who go back and forth between there and America. Like what type of business? Like
they don't really do too much. Think about it. We don't have enough people doing. We need more hustling going on. We have too much. Like, look, I'm gonna tell you, 90% what's going on. People are working here and sending money to the family in Sierra Leone. That's all that's really going on. We don't have good commerce. The commerce is not kicking off like that.
Oh,
What's
it
the
ain't like,
problem?
So what are your cousins
it ain't
doing?
like with the Nigerians who you see coming back and forth, but still have like a little business or something over there and be doing.
It's not like
different type
it's not
shipping.
like that. Nope. Unfortunately, it's not like that.
So what are your cousins doing? Because the whole family can't be in America. You've got family out there.
Most of my relatives are in America or in England, right? America and England. The ones in Sierra Leone, they
That's
got businesses.
crazy, man.
They got construction businesses. Okay, all my family's doing okay. My family was never not doing okay. I come from my family in Sierra Leone was a more established family. I come from the
Yeah, you're
people.
middle class. Fucking so.
Yeah. My family's more than middle class. My family's like upper class in Sierra Leone.
All right, you've related to the Queen. All right, cool. I'm joking.
What queen? The Queen of England?
No, the Queen of bloody Sierra Leone, probably.
You don't have queens in Sierra Leone. Queen of Sierra Leone is a republic.
Well, the former Queen.
The former queen, the only queen they ever had was the Queen Elizabeth. That's it, Queen Victoria.
Okay.
They didn't have a
same queens.
What?
So you don't have
the same queen.
You don't have a bloodline family.
Until 1971. We had Queen Elizabeth was the head of state of Sierra Leone until 1971. That's when they became a republic.
You don't have an elite tribe of people that claim the land as their own.
Like a monarchy type.
No, we don't have a monarchy. We don't have a monarchy. We have aristocracy. We have an aristocracy.
Yeah, that's what I was implying.
We have two, right? We have the tribal chief.
That you're related to them. I was implying.
Listen, no. I'm not related to them. I'm the heart of them. I'm the heart of the Creoles. Okay, what happened was settlers came from abroad.
How can you be Creole when you're African? Not American.
What?
How can you be Creole when you're African? That don't make no sense.
Sierra Leone got Creoles. Sierra Leone got them because Sierra Leone Creoles.
That's Louisiana.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. There's people from North America and Caribbean came back to Africa and settled Sierra Leone, and they became the elites.
No, but that's not the natural. That's not the people that gave the creed of the land to the British. You need see when the royal family came.
I said it's two people, right?
Let me tell you what I mean. There's a painting. There's a painting of Queen Victoria giving the Bible to a tribesman, an African tribesman. What that meant is when the royal family came to Africa, they did a deal with the chiefs of each county, each district, to blend the families together, so she could take over from them. You know what I'm saying, so that's the issue that you've got to work out. Who's the original lineage that gave? Who signed the decree over to Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria? Which tribe did that? Because their family still exist.
That's nothing to do with Sierra Leone history. Nothing to do with us. Okay, nothing to do with us. I'm
The
telling you what happened
leader,
in
you
Sierra
would
Leone.
still have the leading family that was in
Oh my
existence
God!
before the
No,
British came in
listen, you
would
just
still
talking. You
be
just talking.
there.
Listen, Sierra Leone people, man. Goddamn. Listen. Till this day, we still have the chieftaincy is still in effect to this day. Every single district got a paramount chief. They're still in effect. All these families that are paramount chiefs and have chieftaincies still have chieftaincies. 90% of Sierra Leone is run by chieftaincies. These chieftaincies have never gone away. Till this day, matter of fact, they're in parliament. As a matter of fact, all the 14 paramount chiefs, they all have a seat in parliament. They sit in parliament and they automatically get a seat in parliament without even having to be elected
Okay,
like
so
how
they're
everybody else is
still
elected.
about. That's what I'm saying. The blood still continues.
They have that.
The
But
blood goes on.
but they're not really that. I mean, they're still in power in that sense, but they're not. It's not really the case. It's like they're there, but they're like justice of the peace. It's like the power is curtailed. But really, but that's not the only. That's not the only elites. What happened was the settlers came and took over all of them, and the settlers were the main elites in the colonial times. The settlers. We have settlers who came, and the settlers are called Creoles. Like
Yes,
me, I'm
you've
a Creole. I come
explained
from the
that.
settlers.
Yes, it's settlers.
I'm,
But the
I,
bottom line is that the culture of your country is held by those bloodlines. That's my point.
No, it's not
So
held by them. It's held by the Creoles. Because watch this. Watch this. Everybody in Sierra Leone speaks Creole. Not everybody speaks. Everybody's they got like 16 different languages, right? Right. But guess what? Every single person speaks Creole, regardless of their tribe.
but they're
Everybody
not part
speaks
of the traditional. The traditional tribes are in parliament, so you've explained
traditional
it very
tribes are
well.
not in power. It's not. We're not saying that
They
we're just
don't
you're
have
sitting.
to be in power. They're still alive. They still exist.
But they,
So that's what.
but their culture is not the dominant culture. I'm trying to say the settler culture is the dominant culture, even though it's less people. We dominate culturally everything.
All
We
right, all
dominate
right.
intellectually. We dominate culturally. Okay, first example, you almost never gonna find a Creole who speaks a tribal language. You're never gonna find it. But every single one of the native people speak Creole. Everybody's here is bilingual. Everybody speaks our language, but we don't speak their language.
But they're not the majority.
Yeah, we're an elite minority. Yeah, we're in a minority. We're elite. The elites are not a majority of the people. We're not the
How do
masses
you
yet.
know? How do you know you're Creole and not part of that original
I'm
traditional
no okay.
bloodline?
I'm gonna tell how Creole I am. I'm so Creole, right? If you look up Creole woman right now, if you look up Creole woman, they're gonna have to put my grandma's picture is on the main picture for the Creole woman. That's how Creole I am. I dare you to Google Creole woman, and my grandma picture gonna come up. Watch it. Dare you go right now for Google.
Well,
You can see my grandma's
I'm
picture.
gonna go to sleep, but I'll have to take your word for it. We'll have to
I'm the
talk
poster child
another
for the
time.
Creoles. I'm the
We'll
original
have to talk
Creole.
another time. But I just think that you're excited. What you need to do is you need to be the #1 YouTuber for Sierra Leone on YouTube.
I'm not gonna
On
be a YouTuber. I'm not gonna be a YouTuber ever. I'm not doing YouTube. I'm only doing YouTube on
well,
more rich other people's stuff. I'm not
you
about to be
need
a
to
YouTuber.
take photographs and you need to work for the tourism
I'm not
people.
doing tourism. I'm not doing that. I support tourism, but I'm not marketing tourism. I'm not marketing anything. I have another plan. I have other plans. Nothing to do with no YouTubing. I mess with YouTube though. Shout out to all the YouTubers. Shout out to all the YouTubers. I
Well, I
watch
think
YouTube.
that's a bit selfish if you know that there's people that want to come to Africa and experience it, and you're not giving
Hey, but they
them.
got people do okay. I'm gonna give you an example right now. For all the African Americans and people in diaspora, go look up search for Uhuru. Search for Uhuru. He's a good guy. He's an African American brother, but he's big on promoting Sierra Leone and tourism in Sierra Leone. And he promotes flight packages to Sierra Leone and visitor tours and all the other stuff. So search for Uhuru. He's on YouTube. His name is Dinah Samir. His YouTube station called Search for Uru. So shout out to Search for Uru for putting
Yeah,
Sierra
send
Leone.
me that information. Send me. Come on
No,
my
what it is right now.
subscribe to my channel and leave that name as a comment underneath the video.
You have a channel? Okay,
So
I'm gonna put it on this
yeah,
chat right now. I'm gonna
with
put it
Red
on
Golden Child, or
chat.
leave it under this video. Leave it on this video in the chat. All right.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, you need to big up your country and you need to book a flight and go, man. Fuck all this long talk. As soon as COVID's over, I'm expecting you to book 2 weeks off work and go to the beach and chill in your country, bro, and then come back to America after and tell us what happened.
Nope, I'll chill in American beach. When I go to Sierra Leone, I'm not coming back to America unless I come back for vacation. I'm coming vacation in America when I come back.
Oh, that's an excuse. That is a perfect
So
excuse
Palo,
for
yeah,
me.
Palo, you don't have a you don't think you should visit first or visit a couple times first and get things set up and get the ball rolling, or you feel like you can do that from over here?
I do it from over here. I don't need nothing.
Yeah, but what about your business? I mean, like you got to at least make sure your business is straight in America to so money will keep coming in, right?
I got ways. I got ways and means. Isn't everything is gonna work out how I need it to work out.
I hear
All
you,
you
bro.
all you gonna do see me one day and you gonna be like, "Dad, that was Paylu." I have a master plan.
I hear you.
Yeah, you're going to turn the country from a republic to a monarchy and become the
I have a
king.
master
I'm
plan.
joking. I'm joking.
I have a
Yeah,
He's going to
master
take
plan.
over and be king of Sierra Leone with a hip hop
I'm already
album.
I'm already supposed to be the king. If there was somebody supposed to be the king of Sierra Leone, if you look at lineages and who comes from the strongest lineages who've done the most for the nation, I should really be the king. If you look at this bloodline, yes, I should be. If there was such a thing as king of Sierra Leone by bloodline, by birthright, it would be me.
Yeah, your nickname would be King Albert.
You know,
You've
no,
got
see, look,
similar personality.
I'm the only one. Bro, I'm the only one I know in Sierra Leone who got two great grandfathers who got a statue in the middle of the city. I'm the only one. Nobody else got that.
Yeah, well, you might need to go back there before someone knocks that
You know what I'm
statue
saying?
down
Hey,
and says
look.
it's offensive.
I got a street named after me. The main road in Freetown, the capital, is named after me. I got the main road named after me.
So go and build a hotel on that road, um,
I, I,
and then
I, I,
come
I
back to Bournemouth and give them a
no, no.
free holiday.
I'm doing more than that. I'm doing more than that. Hey, the
Give
funny
us
thing
all free
about that.
holiday. Give us all the free holiday.
I'm about to actually. I'm about. The funny thing you said
Free
that.
accommodation. Free
Hey, the funny thing you
accommodation.
said that right. I'm about to turn because I have an estate. I have an estate. Well, not mine completely. It's split between me and my cousins, and we had to find out how we're gonna do this because there's a mansion in the middle of the city that our great grandfather built. I was thinking about. That's what we need to do. We need to turn it into a hotel. We need to turn that estate into an hotel.
All right.
It's
Well,
like
let
a
me know how that goes the next time I talk to you because I've got a
but
job.
no. But see, I don't even know how it's gonna go because you know why? It's not between actually not even between me and my cousins. It's between my daddy's cousins and they're trying to sell it. They're trying to sell it. So and we're trying to take it from them. So it's a whole different ball game. But
Yeah.
I got back, but that's the small end of the deal. I have way bigger plans than that.
Before I bounce here, I just want to say Bill Cosby was innocent. Yeah. Stop bringing black men down. Support black men. And yeah, take criticism from a black man. Don't take criticism from a white man. And if I wrote the Cosby Show in a different world, yes, I'd go into a room for the white people and tell them what I'd say what the fuck I like because I wrote the Cosby Show and I wrote a different world and I am the shit. And if I want to address these hippity hop rappers in a room for the white people and get paid in the parents' fee, I'ma do it. And I don't care what anyone on YouTube's gonna say because they ain't gonna be me because I'll be Bill Cosby, the motherfucking oldest G on the block. Yeah, so put some
Okay,
respect on that name. Alright, and
Bill
on that note,
Cosby.
yeah, Bill Cosby, put some respect on that name. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Peace out.
All right, Red, drop your information somewhere, man, so people can find it, man. But yeah, Paylo, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, Paylo. I'm gonna just play. Thanks for coming on the panel, Paylo.
Yes,
Salute,
sir.
bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out to Raj, shout out to Bo, shout out to God of Jacob, Red, everybody who came through today, man. You know, nice little show. I know we got way off the subject matter, but you know how it is on these shows. It was just one, Bill Cosby got released today, I said, fuck it, we'll do a show. You know what I mean? I'll come up with another one. I probably won't do another one till Friday or Saturday night, the weekend. You know what I mean? Where people can really lock in, and I can lock in and stay up a little later. But yeah, it's 10:30 over here. This is a good time to get my ass in the bed. I've been getting in the bed at 1:30, 2 a.m. So it's a great time for me to get my ass in the bed. Fam, I'm gonna leave us with this Hannibal Buress video. Leave it with that, you know. And also drop this on there, man. So if you want to support this channel via Cash App, y'all know what it is. All the support information is scrolling across the bottom. Fuck with me on Instagram. The PayPal scrolling across the bottom, you know what I mean? And the Cash App scrolling across the bottom. It does that all show. But yeah, man, I'm gonna end it with this Hannibal Buress video. They said I guess Hannibal Buress was like the first person to make Bill Cosby situation pretty much go viral years ago. So I found the video. Let's play it, fam. Let's drop this because we definitely always want the people to hit the like button on their way out. But yeah, fam, thank y'all for pulling up, man. Look, if it's nobody told you they love you today, look, I'll be the first one to tell you I love you. I love you, and I love you, man. Let's get into this video. Let's get it.
As the fucking smuggest old black man public persona that I hate. Let's get some TV. Pull your pants up, black people. I was on TV in the 80s. I can talk down to you because I had a successful sitcom. Yeah, it was great women, Bill Cosby, so kind of brings you down a couple notches. I don't curse on stage, but yeah, you're a rapist, so I take you saying lots of motherfuckers on Bill Cosby himself if you weren't a rapist. For the most part, it's fucking public Teflon image. I've done this bit on stage, and people don't believe. People think I'm making it up. I'm like, Bill Cosby, there's a lot of rape allegations. No, you do. That shit is upsetting. If you didn't know about it, trust me. You leave here, Google Bill Cosby rape. It's not funny. This shit has more.